Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept your lack of focus, agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me, needed you to see me. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Caitlin Clark has been taking a beating from opposing team, and her teammates has done nothing. 0%. 0%. You know what Caitlin Clark needs? Caitlin Clark needs Draymond Green to come on a basketball team. You know, that's what Caitlin Clark needs, an enforcer on her team.
They should get an enforcer so that when you do that, somebody come club you.
All right? Because what's happening is people coming down and they're beating up Caitlin Clark, and her teammates is grabbing her.
Yeah, I'm going to get a grown-ass enforcer to enforce on you if you touch Caitlin Clark like that. So to the Indiana Fever again, you need to go get you someone with some muscle. Somebody that's coming to the defense of Caitlin Clark. It shouldn't be Caitlin Clark.
Knock if you buck. Because guess what? Caitlin is the money. Because Caitlin is Curry. So you can't come down there and just clothesline Steph Curry. Because Draymond coming.
Like, you don't get to just do something to Steph Curry. I'm sorry. I'll get thrown out 82 times.
Hey, man, you're not playing that well anyway. You can take a couple games. You can throw a punch and take a couple games off. Just to send a message to the rest of the league, y'all mess with this one, we going at your day.
Because you getting kicked out the game and Caitlin Clark getting kicked out the game, that's not an equal trade. Don't work.
We're going at your day. Y'all come through and y'all hit it you want to.
I wish somebody would. Shoot. We gonna go there.
We going. That is because people, y'all don't Steph will be hot dogging between the legs, behind the back.
Hey, Steph, shoot.
You know what I'm saying? He, do the sleeper motion after he hit the three.
Hey, Steph, shoot.
He dancing, you know what I'm saying? Do all this stuff out there, and ain't nobody touching Steph.
Like, you just don't get to, like, hit Steph. Like, that's not what we gonna do here.
Ain't nobody touching.
You can't just put your hands on him. You can't just run him over like that. I'm sorry, ain't happening.
It ain't because they think Steph can beat them, because they see Draymond.
That's one of the reasons I'm here. Not doing that. So, to her, Kennedy, who's like, enforcer, we grown, she better hoop. She gon' hoop. That's what she here to do, hoop. Not go back and forth with you.
Lord, keep me in your care everywhere. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Tell everybody I'm here. That's right, I'm here. So let them know. Let them know. KD's here. KD's here today. He's here. He's here. We're going to go ahead and get into this tonight. Oh, my God. It was crazy. It was crazy. And let everybody know I'm here. Let them know KD's here. He's definitely here. He's here. He's ready to talk. He's ready to get it in. Oh, it's late night tonight. And is it crazy? And it's going to be crazy tonight. I'm in my feelings a little bit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Caitlin balled out. She did a thing. But as usual and per usual, stupidity reigns supreme in our lives. And I'm really, 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 really ready to get into it. So listen, tell everybody, hey, make sure y'all share this. Put King Joe's Live. Make sure y'all put King Joe's Live out there for everybody to see what's going on, what we about to get into. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go ahead and roll.
Get down. Stay get down. Stay get down.
And this is how it looks. 20,000 strong. Play that. Hey, the business against Caitlin Clark's fever.
Stay get down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. 20 sold out in Washington. Angel Reese's backyard. Now, Angel Reese only did 10,000, but we're going to Angel a little bit later. Angel had a little interesting situation happen this week. And the media put out. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, Caitlin Clark went out. Then we crazy. Now, I don't see many empty seats like I saw last night. Well, Angel Reese came to, Angel Reese is there. But this is Caitlin. This is Angel Reese's whole time. This is DC. This is DMV. This is the DMV, and Caitlin sold out DMV. 20,000 the record. Have been done in 17 years. Here we go. Let's go. Caitlin has the ball. Caitlin takes it in. Layup. Free her up. And Caitlin, they won tonight by 2. Caitlin won the Kobe's. And Caitlin's line was crazy. 30 points. 8 for 15. Oh, it was wild. You know what I'm saying? Crazy rebounds. 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. And, you know, the media tried to say that Caitlin Clark wasn't doing that tonight. You know, some of the media had so much to say. She's not good. She got to get better. She's not what everybody thought she was going to be. So many people had so much to say. But then 30 points, 8 for 15, 7 threes tonight, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. Caitlin with crazy. And yes, I'm here. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, KD. Oh, yeah, we here tonight. We here this morning. Hey, everybody on the West Coast, 12 o'clock on West Coast, East Coast, 3:30 on the East Side. West Side, what's up? Y'all my people over there on the West Side. Y'all be hanging with me. I appreciate that so much. Appreciate that tonight. Man, it's going to be crazy tonight. And we got a crazy show. Now, the topic of the night, tonight is, let the haters hate. And we're coming out with a new T-shirt called "Let the Haters Hate." You guys will be able to get the T-shirt probably on Monday. We're gonna have hashtag "Let the Haters Hate." And why are you saying "Let the Haters Hate" with Caitlin Clark? The reason we're saying let the haters hate with Caitlin Clark is because the media has really, 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 really decided to use, and what Stephen A. Smith says all the time, we're gonna sit there and exploit Caitlin Clark. And I was like, oh, Stephen A. exploit is such a it's a powerful word with kind of a negative connotation. And we all are kind of doing it to us. True, I'm using it now to get, for you guys to listen. But I'm a fan. I'm legitimately a fan. I've been a fan of hers for a few years now. Right? I'm a legitimate fan. And a lot of us are fans. But the media, they're right. And when you hear Stephen A. Smith talk about Caitlin Clark, when you hear certain media members and everybody talk about Caitlin Clark, they're talking about using her for their advantage. The WNBA used Caitlin Clark. Go ahead and use her because she's bringing eyeballs to the situation. Now, earlier this week, we had Angel Reese said, it's not just her, it's me bringing eyeballs too. And she's right. She's right. But what we have to be careful as sports enthusiasts, as fans of the game, as all this, is not to let the media, especially the left, the woke, and the conservative too. Both of them kind of trash. But especially the left and the woke, because the left and the woke seems to have more of the control of the media than the right. You know what I'm saying? That's just left in the woke, you know what I'm saying? ABC, ESPN, Disney, which I love all those. I just want to say I love all those stations. Just in case y'all want to pick me up. I love you guys. You guys are great. But right now, you kind of control the narrative. You control the narrative. And the narrative seems to lean more towards a liberal situation, right? And even when it comes to Caitlin Clark, the narrative, they always want to paint the narrative to be a liberal. It's either race, it's either gender, or those things. And I understand because those topics move the needle, right? If we talk about race, that moves the needle, right? People get emotional. They get impulsive. They want to hear about it. They want to talk about it. If we talk about gender equality, all that moves the needle. Oh, people are passionate about it. They either you're for it or you're against it, right? It's polarized. And what we have here with Caitlin Clark right now is really, honestly, the most polarizing figure in sports and entertainment. In sports and entertainment. Not just sports, but and entertainment. Because like when you're watching First Take or you watching Undisputed or you watching King Joe Late Night Show or you watching Nightcap or whatever, y'all gotta understand, this is not just sports. This is sports entertainment. And so I'm just honest enough to tell y'all, this is what it is. I want you to be entertained. I want you to be informed. And I want you to be educated. Although every show wants you to do. Right? So Caitlin Clark is probably the most popular and polarizing figure in sports and entertainment in the world. And the craziest thing is this. ESPN is getting ratings. Fox is getting ratings. Social media content creators like myself, we're getting ratings. We're getting artists off the WNBA is getting ratings. Ion. Oh, we're gonna talk about Ion and their commentators was straight trash tonight. I'm talking about horrific, horrible. Ion, YouTube, everybody got their hands in the pie, and so many people are coming, and the pressure continues to stack on Caitlin Clark. And the best thing that happened to Caitlin Clark was this rest that she had this week. Because I've been telling you guys, and I've been screaming from the hill. Oh, she missing all these shots. She did that and that. And I've been screaming from the hills. She's tired. Her legs are tired. Her legs are shot. She has been going at this thing. She has not had a break. Soon as the NCAA playoffs, you had March Madness. She played all through March Madness, right? After March, April, she played April, all through April, right? She gets to the championship. May, she's getting drafted, right? She's getting drafted. Quick preseason. The end of May, they're starting the WNBA season. Now we're in June. Where's the break? And I'm telling people, listen, Caitlin Clark has been playing 40 minutes a night, pretty much solid for the last 6-7 months with the NCAA tournament. Not excuses, just facts. Well, it is excuse, but when you have excuses, the question is, are the excuses valid or invalid? And this just happens to be valid. So I've been telling y'all, her legs are tired, and the best thing she needed was she needed a break. She needed to stop, reset, rest her legs, rest her mind. And when I was listening to them in their interviews in the last couple of days after she had a break before she got and went off tonight, one thing I kept hearing, and I heard it tonight again in her interview, one thing I kept hearing from Caitlin Clark and from her team, and I think it came from Kelsey Mitchell. And I said Mitchell, Ella. I said it right tonight. Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell. And one thing that came up was grace for Caitlin. Having grace for yourself. It hadn't started out the way you wanted it to be. You guys were 2-9. Now you're 3-9. It hadn't started how you wanted it to be. Your numbers hadn't been where they were, even though they are pretty good for a rookie. It's not how you wanted to start off, but give yourself some grace. You're 22. You're 22. And the reason why it is so important, I'm glad that she seemed to embrace that and find comfort in the fact that she should give herself some grace. And the reason why that's so important is because the hand is kind of stacked. Her team is young. They're running a new offense. The coach is young. She's trying to figure it out. The organization is the WNBA is trash. They don't know really how to market her. And the media is pulling the Stephen A. Smith and they want to exploit her. Right? So everybody is putting pressure and heaping it on Caitlin Clark. And what we really, really have to do is give her grace. And we need to talk about the racial aspect of it, the gender aspect of it, because all this is playing a role because what happens when you have such a polarizing and popular figure as Caitlin Clark and something that's new and fresh that's popping on the scene, guess what? Everybody wants a piece of. Everybody wants that narrative to go towards their agenda. And this is what we have with Caitlin Clark right now. Boy, I'm in my bag. This is what we have. And the crazy thing is this week, I've heard the most ridiculous takes ever. I'm talking about just stupid from the rooter to the tutor. I'm talking about just ridiculous and stupid. I've been hearing that. I'm talking about just downright dumb. The craziest takes of all week. And I'm talking about you had legends, G. Ariyama. You had the women. You had the Stephen A. and Monica McNutt, who may be fired. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I know ain't nobody really covered it. I've been trying to tell y'all about social media. Y'all need to add me on King Jordan, Facebook.com/King David Jordan. Y'all need to add me on YouTube, I am King Joe Show. You need to add me on Twitter, I am King Joe. Those who are watching on Twitter, thank you so much. You guys are holding me down at, 1251 West Side and 351 East Side. Y'all holding me down. I appreciate you guys so much. But all this stuff has been going down, right? Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Everybody hit that like and subscribe. Thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you post the hashtag King Joe's Live on Twitter. Let everybody know, because we're talking about Kate. Everybody has their hand out, and everybody is getting a piece, and you're hearing the most ridiculous takes on earth. On earth. Because everybody's trying to get a piece of this polarizing young lady and use it for them. Right? Including me. But I'm a fan. And I try to be as unbiased as possible. And I just call I call a spade a spade. Right? I hadn't sold out yet. Now, when they come with the money, then I probably pull the Pat back. What Pat McAfee had to do today this week when he had to apologize for calling Caitlin that. You know, it's crazy because women can call themselves that B-I-T-C-H all the time. But if a man says, oh, she's a bad oh, you got to apologize. He got caught up. Right? And then he put white on top of it. I'm like, oh, Pat, whoa. I was like, hey, when he put white, he's like, that white beat. I'm like, whoa, Pat, come down. Bring it down, Pat. But he wasn't dissing her. He was actually giving her the props. It's funny. Women can do it all the time and they feel comfortable, right? But I understand. It's like the N-word. Black folks can say the N-word. Let the white folks say the N-word. They say the certain type way, we might be upset. It might be a problem. So I'm not mad, but we all these people are grabbing and gravitating to it, and everybody has and wants a piece of it, of that narrative to push it towards their agenda. And this week has been horrific. Starting at the beginning of the week when we had the push heard around the world. The shove in the back heard around the world. And when we had that shove in the back heard it around the world, we had different situations. Now, I'm going to use, for example, this video I found on Facebook, right? Hey, y'all, I want y'all to walk with me on this. I really, 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 really want y'all to walk on this video. And I'm going to show y'all the type of stupidity. I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to hear the video. And I want y'all to show, I'm going to comment and offer commentary on the video. And in the video, we had legendary broadcasters come on. We had white men, white ladies, black men. Everybody had their issues this week. And this video kind of puts everything in a nutshell to show you the stupid stuff that people saying and how people try to shift it. And as fans of us that actually watch, you know what really this video kind of shows? The networks and the people on TV and stuff like that, they really don't watch the games. Like the ones who are really knowledgeable, and somebody would tell you, I haven't watched the game. You know, like, and you could tell, in some of these networks, these guys really ain't watched the game. And some of these people that's talking because it has a narrative that they want to use for their agenda, they don't know. They just talking. And we about to prove it. We're about to prove it. All right, y'all ready? Let's go ahead and get this thing. Give me all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this thing. All right, so go ahead, play the video. Turn the volume up. Make sure they can hear it. All right, let's go. Play the video. Start it right now.
It isn't just that Caitlin Clark is a bigger star than Alyssa Thomas. It's because
there's a lot of chatter on the Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark and the shot she took from Kennedy Carter of the.
We all know the Young Turks. They got. I think they got Mike Greenberg and all them in the morning or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who does sports. I didn't know the Young Turks does. But I guess they kind of delved into it. But this is not from the Young Turks per se. This is from, I guess it is from TYT, the Damage Control or whatever. This is the video. I want to show you guys this video. Now watch this now. This is crazy. I want y'all to check this. Make it big. All right, there we go. All right, hit it.
Chicago Sky, but longtime media man Bob Costas sees a double standard.
To your earlier point, there was an incident recently. Alyssa Thomas, who happens to be African American, grabbed Angel Reese by the throat and threw her to the floor. Flagrant 2, ejected from the game. The reason why that doesn't spark as much conversation isn't just that Caitlin Clark is a bigger star than Alyssa Thomas. It's because it's a black on black incident.
Wow.
And you don't have that dynamic that people can comment on, yes, but also exaggerate and make the entire story. So
before we hear from Kerry Champion.
So, first of all, he said that the reason why it was an outcry for Caitlin Clark, the behind the back Kennedy Carter push down to Caitlin Clark, and the reason why it's such an outcry is because it was race, right? It was race. Now, I'm pretty sure some people have racial, some type of racial feeling towards it. Pretty sure. But that wasn't the reason why most of us, I'm a black man, and I was upset about Caitlin Clark. It was other athletes that we're going to get into a little bit later, and I played at the beginning of the show. That's why I played the Draymond Green at the beginning of the show saying, hey, Caitlin needs to have an enforcer. I played all this for a reason because, guys, you know why? Because I want to show y'all that it wasn't a black-white thing. Black guys were saying the same thing. Your NBA players, Tim Hardaway, Matt Barnes, Draymond Green, Charles Barkley, all these guys were saying the same thing. But here we got Bob Costas, who, let's be honest, guys, is a fantastic I think he's a Hall of Famer. Bob Costas is a fantastic broadcaster. I looked up to him for a long time as a mass communication major. I looked up to him for a while as somebody that works in the industry. He's fantastic. But in this case right here, Bob, you're wrong. We didn't have an outcry. Caitlin Clark fans didn't have an outcry because of race. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because of race why we outcried about the Kennedy Carter file. It wasn't race. And you brought up Angel Reese, rewind that, because he brought up Angel Reese skin file and the Angel Reese situation and compared the two.
Recently, Alyssa Thomas, who happens to be African American, grabbed Angel Reese by the throat and threw her to the floor. Flagrant 2, ejected from the game. The reason why that doesn't spark as much conversation isn't just that Caitlin Clark is a bigger star than Alyssa Thomas. It's because it's a black on black incident.
Now, first of all, that's a lie. Because if anybody that's been watching social media, when that happened, when Angel Reese got thrown to the floor by Thomas, guess what happened? It was trending #1 on Twitter. That's incorrect. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I got to pay attention to it. It was trending #1 on Twitter when Angel Reese got knocked out the sky. So it was a big deal. People were outraged. But that was not why people were so more outraged than Caitlin Clark. People was definitely outraged. And Stephen A. Smith said the same thing. I couldn't believe Stephen. I was like, oh, Stephen, I'm trying to rock with you, baby. And Stephen A. Smith tried to say the same thing. Oh, man, it was racist. And I'm like, no, because you had everyone was saying that was a dirty play with Angel Reese. And people were outraged. But listen now, if you listen to what he says, he actually gives you the answer. But this is why I say we have to pay attention to these people. You got to pay attention to them because they're very calculated. Go ahead.
Flagrant 2, ejected from the game. The reason
That's what happened. She had a flagrant 2. The reason we didn't harness on it, the reason we didn't stay on it, is because she had a flagrant 2 and she was ejected from the game. It wasn't. Now listen what he says. The reason we got so bad as Caitlin Clark fans, why people got so bad.
why that doesn't spark as much conversation isn't just that Caitlin Clark is a bigger star than Alyssa Thomas. It's because it's a black on black incident.
Wow.
And you don't have that dynamic.
So first of all, you was incorrect by saying that, hey, and what we weren't outraged when it wasn't. It was trending on Twitter for the whole night and the next morning, right? That's first and foremost. Secondly, you're blaming it on black crime. Unbelievable. I've never said it. I've never said it before. You're saying why people didn't care as much about Angel Reese when it trended. You saying because it's black on black crime. It's black. I can make it up. It's because it's black on black crime. And that's why we were more outraged about Caitlin Clark than we were about Angel Reese. It's because there was 2 black girls involved in the incident. And the reason we didn't like Clayton Clark and Kennedy was because Caitlin was white. Well, wait a minute. All these black guys was telling you, and we're going to see the video, watch the hypocrisy, and it's going to show in the video. Even in this video, it showed that what they were saying was trash. And let me go ahead and tell you now. Let me help you out, Bob. Mr. Costas, all respect, because I do like Bob Costas is a great journalist. He's done things I've dreamed and hold a dream to do. But Bob, you're wrong. You're wrong on this one. The reason why Caitlin Clark people got so upset, and the reason why Caitlin Clark people were so angry about what happened when Kennedy Carter pushed her in the back was because it was not a foul call. When it happened, they didn't kick her out of the game. They didn't give her a flagrant. They gave her a regular foul. And this has been happening throughout the season where Caitlin Clark has been getting beat up and they haven't been calling the fouls. This didn't just happen. The game before this happened, the coach was just saying, man, the coach didn't want to say anything because she was like, yo, I'm going to get fined. Coach Sides didn't want to say that because he's like, they're going to fine me if I say it. And they goes at it. We've been sending, you know what she said? We've been sending the video into the league about how they play Caitlin. We've been sending video to the league about how they play Caitlin. It's been an issue. It's been a cry out that they'd be playing physical with her. It just didn't happen this weekend. It's been happening. And we've been, those of us that's been watching the game, those of us that's been keeping up, those of us that knows, we've been saying, hey, the officials aren't making the call. That's why we were saying, hey, they're hazing her. And everybody's in on it. Remember we made the little funny montage where Caitlin was getting beat up like she was going through and she was getting all these fouls. They didn't call those plays. That's why we were getting upset. It wasn't because she was a black woman. We had a girl from Las Vegas. What's the one, the MVP that set the hard screen on Caitlin. We thought it was an offensive foul. They didn't call it. When she was in Seattle and got clothesline, thought it was a defensive foul. They didn't call it. She was getting mobbed on. Nobody was calling it. Then we had something as blatant and in your face as what Kennedy Carter did to her. And we like, yo, they reviewed it and gave it a common foul. That's why we were outraged. They reviewed it and gave it a common foul. So when we saw it in slow motion and we saw Kennedy go, yeah, and then throw a bow at her and knock the girl to the floor, we're like, yo, it's not a basketball play. It's outside the bounds of basketball. That should be a flagrant. It's obvious. Why aren't y'all calling it? It wasn't race. But they want to make it race because there's an agenda. There's an agenda. Pretty sure, let me do it because Malcolm McNutt would say, everybody, not everybody. I'm pretty sure there are some people that's like, oh, that black woman hit that white woman. I just feel like that's the minority. Because I see more black men and more black people going, yo, that was a BS play. That's why Draymond, Matt Barnes, Charles Barkley, all the podcasters that have been, Tim Hardaway, all of them have been saying the same thing. She needs an enforcer. Her teammates need to step up. But we just, you're about to hear what Kerry Champion think about us, us, and you're about to hear the white coach say what they think about us. Go ahead.
That people can comment on, yes, but also exaggerate and make the entire story. So
Before we hear from Kerry Champion, the play Costas paints the picture of occurred when Reese's Sky took on Thomas's Connecticut Sun on Saturday, May 25th. It was an egregious play, let's be clear, that earned Thomas, after a review, a flagrant 2 and an ejection. Here was Reese postgame.
I'm a player. I'm a basketball player. They don't give a damn if I'm a rookie. I mean, I want them to come at me every day. I want them to come at everybody. I mean, they're not supposed to be nice to me. I hope y'all know that. They're not supposed to be nice to me or lay down because I'm Angel Reese or because I'm a rookie. Like, thank you, AT, for sending the message to me because I got back up and I kept going and kept pushing.
Now it would be Champion's turn on CNN.
No one.
Now, you heard what happened? They reviewed it, did a flagrant 2, and kicked her out the game. Kennedy Carter played the rest of the game and got a common foul. Do y'all see the difference? Is it that not obvious? She got a common foul after the review. And see, watch what Kerry Champion come talks about. Well, it can't be this. I want y'all to see the manure that these cats are spitting to try to bring a narrative, to bring, the manure that they're spitting to try to bring the narrative towards their agenda. Listen.
Cared about the WNBA when women of a certain color were beating up and bruising each other because it's been happening since the league's inception. We have this star, this person that people love. They want to protect about the WNBA.
Send the message to me because I got back up and I kept going and kept pushing.
Now it would be Champion's turn on CNN.
No one cared about the WNBA when women of a certain color were beating up and bruising each other because it's been happening since the league's inception.
Now, first of all, that's a lie, because you know who the main constituents now and then were? The main constituents, Stephen A. did call this out. The main constituents, the main people that were going to the games, the main people that were supporting the WNBA were the men. Women were making up 11%, I think it was. It was like really, really low. 11% of women was running to the game. Men were holding the game down. Men were holding WNBA down. Men were watching it. You know who I bring on when I want to know? I got a friend now. His name is Benny. Benny comes on. He's been watching it. He breaks it down for me. He's like, cause I stopped watching it. I was like, man, the product's trash. Men were watching it. But they want the narrative to be that the men wasn't watching it. We weren't paying attention to the woman's game. Listen to this.
Inception. We have this star, this person that people love. They want to protect her. So now the new fans and the new analysts and the new people have so much to say.
Facts.
We're not new. We're not new to the game. We're not new. We've been fans. We just ain't. We've been holding it down. You know who the new people are? The women.
Big facts.
The GOAT. Is she what? I don't know. I just, with my eyes, I couldn't see if she's Caucasian or not. So I think what we're trying to say is what the WNBA currently has is what we like to describe as a cash cow. There is a superstar. And we're not saying that the players on the court need to act any differently. That's the athletes are going to do what athletes are going to do in any sport. And I think we're all learning that WNBA, that's old school football, baby.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. He's old school football. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Keep going. Keep going. He's trying to get fast to you guys, and the narratives are trying to fight against you.
Dog. That is old school football. But I would like the media people that continue to say, this rookie class, this rookie class, this rookie class. Nah. Just call it for what it is. There's one white for the Indiana team who is a superstar.
We saw Pat McNutt.
Now, we said, listen now, what Pat McAfee did, now he didn't show, this is what they do. They break it up in clips, and it's small clips. What they didn't show, what this clip did show was the fact that Pat McAfee went through every category, and Caitlin Clark, from attendance to revenue to all this was going down, every category, and Caitlin Clark was leading in every category. Attendance, money, all this. Everybody was talking about, Angel Reese. Angel Reese, remember she went up there and did this whole soliloquy about Me Too? I call it the Me Too video. It's about Me Too. It's not just about one person, okay? Last night, let's look at this. Last night, Angel Reese did 10,000 in her hometown, the DMV area. That's where Angel Reese is around Baltimore. She did 10,000 at the same stadium that Caitlin Clark came back and did 20,000. Her old coach at LSU went to the game the night before and came back and went to the game tonight. Was at the game. Mulkey was at the game tonight. It's a difference. And the media tells these stories and they fabricate things. They be like, well, it was a sellout crowd at 10,000 last night in the Mystics, right? The Washington Mystics as they played Chicago. It was not a sellout crowd in the venue that they were in because they only had 10,000. It would have been a sold-out crowd at the original venue that the Mystics play in, but they moved it to the Big Boys. And when they moved it to the Big Boys venue tonight with Caitlin Clark, guess what happened? Caitlin Clark brought in more fans than the Washington Wizards all season. All season. 20,000. Well, Angel did 10. It sounds like David and Goliath. David and Saul. Saul raises 10,000. David raises 10,000. There you go. Okay. So, and this is what Pat McAfee was trying to show y'all in this video. Was like, y'all keep trying to give credit to all of it. But really, let's keep it real. The superstar in this situation is Caitlin Clark. Not that Angel Reese ain't a star. Not that Cameron Brink isn't a star. And oh God, we're gonna get to ESPN in a second. Because this, what they're doing is they're trying to conflate the narrative. Not that they aren't stars, but it's a superstar. And y'all know on First Take and all these things, they talk about the difference between a star and a superstar. The superstar in the room came in the building tonight. And that was Caitlin Clark Kent. She was there tonight. Go ahead, Pat.
McAfee, ESPN's biggest signing. Get into the conversation by calling Clark, quote, one white bee, close quote.
No. So here's the thing.
And it was not to diss. They did. Pat McAfee did reach out to Caitlin Clark's people. She's like, man, she didn't even feel like that was. She's like, man, that's what's up. She's been on Pat McAfee's show before. They invited her. And she actually kind of, when she went on the show, she actually said she could come on every week. So when they reached out to her people like, man, they ain't even worried about that. Kay was like, man, it's all good. She knew what he was trying to say. He was being positive. There it is, the narrative. Oh, he called her a white bee.
I've watched, I think, part of or all of almost every game she has played in the WNBA. I watched both games over the weekend. She is being deliberately hit, and let me stress, deliberately. It's a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more sinister than just a hard welcome to a new league.
What he said is, it's more, he's telling the truth. And it's sad that this guy's telling Kornheiser's telling the truth. He's telling you like, yo, this is how Caitlin Clark fans and people are seeing it, and they're saying, hey, it's extra. It's extra. It's not. It's just not. It's not race. It's extra stuff. And I called you. And I told you a couple of shows ago. If you go on my Twitter, if you're on Twitter, Twitter's out. Said that y'all be showing that. Y'all be showing up. Y'all be showing out. Showing out. Y'all be showing up and showing out. Twitter. Thank you so much. I can't believe we got these numbers at this time. But listen, if y'all go check out my Twitter, I told you at one of my last 2 videos, they're hazing Caitlin Clark. This is hazing. Man called it. Knockcast was like, yeah, they just introduced her as a rookie. It's rookie hazing. And the whole league knows it's hazing. The media knows it's hazing. It's something that happens to all, like every rookie they haze. It's a thing. You know, back in the day, they used to make them carry their bags. They couldn't wear certain stuff. Shoot, when I went to college, my freshman year in college, at the Savannah State, the great Savannah State University, they hazed us. We had to wear white T-shirts. We had to get the ugly haircuts. We had to cut. I was one of the buckers. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. I'm a refuge. You know what I'm saying? I'm a refuge. That's just what I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a buck against. You know what I'm saying? Nugget if you buck. That's me. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm going against the grain. So if you're buckers, all my buckers make some noise. Hey, yo, it's King Joe Show, man. King Joe, the night show with King Joe. Shout out to everyone. Welcome to the kingdom. Shout out to the kingdom, man. Everybody that's a part of the kingdom. I appreciate you guys being there. And hashtag the kingdom to all the citizens of the kingdom. Yo, man, I appreciate you guys for being a part of the kingdom, the King Joe night show. Let's go. Keep talking, Tony. Tony talking real.
It appears that the intent sometimes is to injure her.
Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilbon would weigh in as well. Meanwhile,
Okay, let's talk about the men with
Now this right here, hey, this is funny to me, but this is who y'all like to listen to. These are people y'all like to listen to. And I'm going to tell you how wrong she is on all this stuff. Let's go.
microphones who have recently discovered the WNBA because
Now, we haven't recently discovered the WNBA. A lot of us with microphones have been supporting it. It's been the women that's just recently discovering the WNBA. But they'll make you believe that it's the men. Go ahead.
Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilbon would weigh in as well. Meanwhile,
okay, let's talk about the men with microphones who have recently discovered the WNBA.
Men with microphones that's recently discovered the WNBA when men have been supporting the league. The NBA pays out of their funds to pay the league, to pay women in the WNBA. The number one constituents, the number one viewership in the WNBA to this day still is men. We buy the most tickets. We watch it more than women. We're the number one consumer of the WNBA is men. But listen.
Because the things they're saying are crazy. Hey, I'm Coach Jackie, and I talk all about women's sports. And apparently now men do too. Should we be grateful because they're talking about it, even if they're not?
Yes, you should. Yes, because we're the ones making sure that the doors are kind of staying open. You've lost for 20 years. Women have not stepped up and started supporting the sport. Women are more into NFL football than they are WNBA. That's just statistics. Women have grown to football, college football, and NFL football. They've grown to be almost 50% of the consumers that watch football, the NFL, and the college sport football. Women. Not men, women. Super Bowl had 100 million viewers. What are you talking about? Why are y'all listening to these people?
Doing it 100% right? Well, that's what this video is about. So we could start a long time ago talking about the way men talk about women's sports, but I really want to talk about the recent conversation this last week and the way that they're handling it. It wasn't just him.
If you girls were Destiny's Child, she would be Beyonce.
These are not girls, these are women.
Man, we talk about boys, the guys, whatever. This is the way we talk. It was not. See, this is why men be like, you know what, y'all got it, because y'all be real sensitive. We ain't got time for the sensitive. We ain't playing rap trans what tonight. We need her, man. We ain't playing it tonight. Okay. We ain't got time for the sensitivity. Austin Rivers played in the league. The first video you showed was Charles Barkley, who's a basketball Hall of Famer. Let me calm down. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all had me fussing for the last. The last person that you just described is a basketball Hall of Famer.
That's simple. Small things like that men don't think about when they just want to immediately join this conversation that show that kind of implicit lack of respect. No,
It was not disrespectful. Go ahead.
all these conversations that happened over the weekend were very solitary, but today on ESPN, Monica McNutt was there to put Stephen A in his place, and it was awesome.
No, it wasn't because she got fired. She's no longer there. Well, allegedly. Allegedly, she's no longer there. You do know this, right? See, this is why y'all have to sit there. Y'all don't believe me. I can tell y'all don't believe me. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you. I can tell you guys don't believe me. I can tell you guys don't believe me. Because y'all listen to these ladies try to tell y'all what's going on when yeah. Wait, play the video because they don't believe me when I say Monica McNutt may be fired, and none of the media is covering this. None of them, 0%. Play the Stephen A. Smith clip where Stephen A. Smith tells you calls her his former colleague. Listen, play the clip.
Soliloquy that he went on answering somebody's question. Before I do that, I want to revisit something because over the last couple of days, I've been in the news naturally. First Take's been in the news. This show / podcast, we've been in the news over iHeartRadio, over the digital airwaves of YouTube and beyond because of my position that I just articulated about Caitlin Clark and what have you. And folks have even gone so far as to intimate that, you know what? When I talk about the subject, particularly when I ventured out and I got into subjects because it frustrated my former colleague, Monica McNutt, and because it frustrated my former colleague, Monica McNutt. And because it frustrated my former colleague, Monica McNutt, and
Did y'all hear that? Former colleague. Play it one more time.
When I ventured out and I got into subjects because it frustrated my former colleague, Monica McNutt. And
former colleague. Did y'all hear that? Former. And this is the crazy thing. This is why I be trying to tell y'all. It's a narrative going on. Because no one in the media, everybody keeps saying the Monica McNutt video, no one is going to ask, is she still a part? Why did he call her former? Why hasn't media? Because you know why? All the media jumped on. CBS, Fox, all the media jumped on. Oh, Monica put him in his place. And Stephen A's like, yeah, man, my former colleague, yeah. He slept that in. And nobody's asking like, hey, is she fired?
Going so far as to intimate that, you know what? When I talk about the subject, particularly when I ventured out and I got into subjects because it frustrated my former colleague, Monica McNutt, and it got other people involved like Janae Ogumake and others to speak up on behalf of the WNBA. And in regards to what I was saying, I'm going to reiterate what my position is in this regard.
Yeah, former colleague. Right? But she'll sit there and say, listen to what she said. She said, oh, she put Stephen A in his place.
On their shows for the big threes, women's basketball centric show where they just talk about women's basketball. There's never been more evidence that there's content for a permanent W show. There's always
one of the best follows, by the way, would give her
for the big threes theory and a permanent W. Of course, I want the men to support
not just the new fan.
Somebody who knows big threes because I want to show how entertaining it is to watch somebody who knows what they're talking about. Again, Monica McNutt was there to put Stephen A in his place, and it was awesome. Showed that kind of implicit lack of respect. Now, all these conversations that happened over the weekend were very solitary, but today on ESPN, Monica McNutt was there to put Stephen A in his place, and it was awesome.
Now, y'all gotta stop listening to these idiots. I'm sorry. y'all gotta stay with KDJ. I'm gonna lead you in the right way. They call me the prophet. Like, I tell you exactly what's gonna happen. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen before it happens. Right? All this stuff about her needing an enforcer, I broke that first. All this stuff about it being racism and racism against Caitlin Clark, Been saying that. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. They call me the prophet for a reason. Citizens, kingdom citizens, they call me a prophet for a reason, because you know why? Because we tell you the truth. We analyze the data. We sit there and we try to be, I'm a fan. Now, if you talk about the Cowboys, you talk about the Lakers, or even Kayla Clark to a certain extent. I'm a fan, so I have a little bit of bias, a fan bias. I tell you, hey, it's my fan bias. They were talking about Dak Prescott. I was like, hey, man, I know it's going to be tough. I believe Cowboys going to win the Super Bowl. They're like, boy, you got Dak Prescott as your quarterback. I said, I know, but I'm speaking from a fan perspective, not an analytical perspective. This is simply a fan perspective. Allow me to be human and be a fan. What y'all can't do is listen to these idiots that we saying that. I'm not calling her an idiot per se, but she just sound idiotic. And I'm just saying, y'all can't be listening to this and say, oh, look at Michael McNutt's face. Yeah, that probably got her fired. Right? Y'all can't be listening to this. I'll put him in the place. You're talking to the executive producer of First Take. What type of entitlement is that? You're talking to your boss on the company. Think about what Monica McNutt did. It was so crazy. She called out her boss and the platform that she was on, and basically said he had a bias against women and did not speak up for women on his platform. You think that's gonna get you fired? You don't think you'll get a service play? Then the next day, they allowed her to come back on, and she was playing the sip game with the cup. While Stephen A was talking, she was, she had a little cup. While Stephen A was talking, she was. It was mad unprofessional. Probably not. That's probably why Stephen A call her his former colleague. Go ahead, that's me. You know what I'm saying? We love when people talk so we can break it down. Even me. Y'all should love when I talk so y'all can break it. Go ahead. Let her continue. Let her continue. Let her continue. Let her continue.
Bring this clip up because I want to show how entertaining it is to watch somebody who knows what they're talking about talk about this league and check somebody else who's not doing it correctly.
All right. Now, first of all, she said Stephen A was not doing correctly. Now, y'all do know that. Also, another reason I think Monica McNutt might have got in trouble too is because she said something that was actually inaccurate. She said that they were not talking about it 3 years ago, and we broke that too. If y'all stay with us, we broke that also. We told you about that. We showed you where she said that they were not accurately talking about this 3 years ago. First Take wasn't using that platform like they should talking about this 3 years ago. When in actuality, 3 years ago, put it up. 3 years ago, Monica McNutt made her debut on First Take. And they was talking about my boy Draymond again. I love Draymond Green. They was talking about Draymond Green again. Look, y'all see that date right there? Y'all see that? 3 years. 3 years ago, Monica McNutt makes her perform her debut on First Take. And guess they said the same mess they saying now. Oh, you should use your platform. And Draymond Green was trying to tell him, hey, man, y'all need to get better at organizing. Y'all need to get better at getting stuff together. Y'all need, the WNBA, the business is wrong. The people who are running it is wrong. And Aquemine was, what's her name? Aquemine, whatever her name is. Aquemine was saying, oh, I'm the WNBA vice president, and we just signed a groundbreaking deal that everybody's jealous of. So we really don't need, they really dissed Draymond Green and said Draymond Green didn't know what the crap he was talking about. Draymond Green is a freaking Hall of Famer. But we don't need nothing for Draymond Green. We just want your money. But, Monica McNutt knows what she's talking about. This is what people just talk and they don't do their research. Go.
Coach Jackie on TikTok, one of the best follows, by the way, would give her take on not just the new fans, but also the new media ecosystem that has started talking about the W.
Of course, I want the men to support the game and talk about the game, but in theory, in a perfect world, they're doing promo on their shows for the big threes, women's basketball-centric show where they just talk about women's basketball. There's never been more evidence that there's content for a permanent W show. There's always been this really weird belief that women's sports finally makes it once the men start watching. And to me, that's never made any sense. It's different. It's women's sports. It's not for the men. And when they do start watching, that's great. I love it. But they don't have to run to the microphone because there are people who are better equipped to do that. And they're
All right, so by your own, let's talk about that then. By your own narrative, by your own analogy, by what you're saying, why should we let women talk about NBA? Why do we have why is ESPN got Doris Burke in the finals? By your own thing. Now men should talk about WNBA basketball because we don't know about the women, but the women know enough to talk about the NBA. The women know enough to talk about the NFL, Major League Baseball. Y'all see how this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. They're trying to conflate the narrative, and it doesn't make sense. When we actually start treating the whole thing was, hey, treat us with equality, treat us with equality, treat us with equality, treat us with equality. All right, cool. We should do equality. No fine, no problem. For it, love it. Then we start treating you as equal. Now, oh, wait a minute, you treat me as equal. By her, listen to what she said. Listen to what she says. Yeah, okay, am I missing something? Let me know.
Women's basketball. There's never been more evidence that there's content for a permanent W show. There's always been this really weird belief that women's sports finally makes it once the men start watching.
That's not what we've not even said that. Stephen A. didn't even say that. I haven't said that. You know what we said? We said the women don't support the women. You know why we say that? Because we look at the numbers. We analyze. And this is what I've been telling y'all for the whole week. This has been the narrative where you had different people conflating, putting their own narrative out to push their agenda. It's the men's fault. But wait a minute, the men are the number one supporters of the WNBA. It's the men's fault. Y'all don't give us a platform. But wait a minute, we just showed you that we do. Draymond Green was talking about your platform, how to make it better. Y'all dissed him and said he didn't know what the freak he was talking about. Don't make me pull the video. Y'all make jokes and say, oh, our labor agreement is fantastic. People are jealous of our labor agreement. I was like, how? Y'all don't get a portion of the revenue. Y'all don't get a portion of the overall revenue. Y'all just get the portion of the growth revenue. Y'all didn't have charter flights. Thank you, Caitlin. But you said that y'all got everything that you wanted. Women made 6 figures. They're not complaining about salaries anymore. That's what they said in the video. Check my last video. If you don't believe me, go check out my last video on Twitter. Go check out my last video on X. Go check out my last video on YouTube. Go check the video out, and we break that down. We broke all the mess down that this is going on. This is ridiculous.
Watching, and to me, that's never made any sense. It's different. It's women's sports. It's not for the men. And when they do start watching, that's great. I love it. But they don't have to run to the microphone because there are people who are better equipped to do that, and they're women.
So what if we said that? What if men said, "Hey, why are women talking about men's sport? Why are women? They're men better equipped than women. And women never played in the NFL. Women have never played in the NBA. Women have never played in Major League Baseball. But we see them all over. And nobody has, we do kind of complain like, yo, y'all really got rid of Stan Van Gundy and Mark Jackson to get Doris Burke. I understand she on 2K, but that's 2K. That's a video game. Like, that's just us. You know what I'm saying? That's us appreciating what she's done all these years as a sideline reporter. Like, we appreciate her. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't want her to be the color commentator of the NBA Finals. And it's a blowout. Listen. Hush, King. Go. But what if we say that? What if we say, hey, you women aren't smart enough, or you guys aren't able enough because y'all don't participate in our sport to speak on our sports. You guys would crucify us. But for some reason, it's okay for you to paint this narrative, to say this.
And they've played this game, and they know this game better than you do, because it's not the...
How do you listen. Oh, you got to rewind that. This is the dumbest thing I heard all week.
And when they do start watching, that's great. I love it. But they don't have to run to the microphone because there are people who are better equipped to do that, and they're women. And they've played this game, and they know this game better than you do because it's not the same. It's not one for one. You can't just assume because it's women that it's basketball like. It's different. It's better, in my opinion, but.
Okay. Now, she tried to make, that's what I said, they conflate that argument, right? And what they try to do is put nuances on the argument. And the argument is this. You know more basketball than LeBron James? The women in the WNBA know more basketball than Charles Barkley. No more basketball than Stan Van Gundy. Phil Jackson. You know what Becky Hammond got her chops from? Going and studying under Greg Popovich. This is what I be saying, man. Y'all can't be listening to idiots. I mean, I'm not calling her idiot. Let me rephrase. Y'all can't be listening to idiotic state. Y'all can't be listening to this. You can't do it. You have to, because it's talking crazy. It's called the WNBA. I'm pretty sure the NBA was there first. I'm pretty sure they adopt a majority of their rules from the NBA. They shoot threes. They lay it up. They try to dunk. They have coaches, referees, reviews. Even tonight, they had a certain sky review because it was at the bigger center where the Wizards play, where the men play. They had a better vantage point and sky review on the Caitlin Clark fight. Women know the sport better, right? That's what she just said. That's what she said. This is
to do that, and they're women, and they've played this game, and they know this game better than you do because it's not the.
Okay, now she said they know this game better than you. Let me show you something. Let me break down something. Get out of here. Let me show you something. I want to show you something. This happened tonight during the Caitlin Clark game.
Does not fall.
Now it's 90 seconds left, right, in the game. Now she said women know basketball better than men do, and they can talk basketball, and they should be reporting on basketball better than men do. I want to show you something. At the end of the game, now we talked about the biasness and the hatred of Caitlin Clark. It was not more evident than it was tonight on Ion or I got YouTube TV, which I think I got to cancel because I can't replay the games. I be wanting to replay the game because they said some dumb stuff tonight and it was some crazy stuff. But she just said that women know the game better than men do. That's what she just said. I want to show you something. It is 1 minute and 26 seconds left in the game, and Aaliyah Boston, who has been bad to be, she's been average at best. I know she's we gotta protect their mentality. She's been average at best. Here's Aaliyah Boston. Listen, she goes
for Indiana. Touched the basketball,
up by 2,
and they got to the third side.
Now,
there's Kelsey Mitchell with.
Have you been watching the game? Kelsey Mitchell passed the ball. Wait a minute now. Even the defense was like, oh snap, she passed the ball. Those who watch Caitlin Clark and watch the Fever know why I said it like that, right? And I think Kelsey Mitchell is fantastic. She's really been, that backcourt could be dangerous with her and I forgot the other girl name, the other girl that hit the 3 tonight. Those 3 could be dangerous, right? Aaliyah Boston, listen, Kelsey Mitchell passed the ball to Aaliyah Boston. And Aaliyah Boston she pulled her biggest injuries. I'm sorry. She did what she's done all year. I'm sorry. Watch what's happening.
Pitch pass right there to Aaliyah.
Free throws. Now, this is 25 seconds. She could have closed the door. She hits both free throws. Game's over. Right? She missed both of them. Now, let's see what happens. All right? They go down the floor, and because women, they know basketball more than that. Now, what we cut out was this. She legitimately said during the timeout, it's 17.8 seconds left in the game. Right? 17.8 seconds left in the game. And the timeout, she's running a play to get the play down low to Aaliyah Boston with 17.8 seconds left when Aaliyah Boston just missed 2 free throws. Ladies and gentlemen, why is that stupid? Why is that idiotic? Why is that just poor coaching? Why? Because it's 17. Wait a minute now. It's 17.4 seconds left. It's a 2-point game with 17.8 seconds left. And she's running a play for Aaliyah Boston that just missed 2 free throws. Back to back to back. She's going to run a play, and we're going to take the ball down low back to Aaliyah Boston to get a good shot with 17.8 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, why? Can anybody tell me why that does not make any sense? Can anybody put in the chat why that's dumb? Why? Why? Put in the chat why that makes no sense whatsoever. Why? Why am I running the ball? I'm not running a play for Aaliyah Boston. She just missed 2 wide open free throws. She shoots 70% this year. Why am I running the play at all? It's 17.8 seconds left in the clock. They're not running the play to get points. Why are you not saying Washington should foul instantly? They say it's the foul game. We play the foul. We know this. Why? Because we know basketball. You should foul instantly. Foul. Why? Because it's no shot clock. You just said it. The shot clock's off. No shot clock. It's 17 seconds left. It's 82-80. You'll foul it instantly. As soon as the person gets the ball to inbound, it's a foul. And I'm getting the ball. I'm not giving the ball back to Aaliyah Boston. She just trumped 2 free throws. I'm going to my best shooter. I'm trying to get the ball to Caitlin Clark. I'm trying to get the ball to Mitchell. I'm trying to get the ball to my best free throw shooters. Why? Because we know as basketball players, as former basketball players, as people who watch the game, play the game, coach the game, been a part of the game for years, we understand that with 17.8 seconds and no shot clock, you got to foul, and it's a free throw game. And if I'm Coach Sides, I'm taking Aaliyah Boston out the game to get better free throws, free throw shooters in the game. Let's see what happens. Because this is what women be saying stuff, and I be like,
well, Smith is out, so Samuelson is in. They went to a small lineup, so maybe a 4 out, 1 in.
She said a 4 out, 1 in, and it's 16 seconds left in the game. What are we going to do? We're going to run the ball. Watch what Caitlin does. Thank you, Lord, for having somebody with comments in. Watch what Caitlin does. They let 6 seconds run off the clock. But she just said, women know basketball better than men. It don't matter if it's women's basketball or NBA basketball. The rules are the rules. The strategy is similar. If there's no time left and you're down and there's not a shot clock left and you're down 2 to 3 points, you got to foul. Really 1 point. If there's no shot clock and you're down, you got to foul. Why? It extends the game and give you more of a chance to win the game. But no, women know better. And I was looking at the broadcast tonight like, you guys who is calling this game? We didn't know who was calling this game tonight. We did. Hey, WNBA, who y'all got calling these games? But see, this is what I'm talking about. This is stuff I'm talking about. This is what we have. We have a push of a narrative that say, oh, women know better. You heard what she just said. Play it again. So those that didn't hear what she said.
The men. And when they do start watching, that's great. I love it. But they don't have to run to the microphone because there are people who are better equipped to do that, and they're women. And they've played this game, and they know this game better than you do because it's not the same. It's not 1 for 1. You can't just assume because it's women that it's basketball-like. It's different.
It's idiotic. That's idiotic. I know y'all like it. She's likable, lovable character, but she sounds good. She sounds assertive, but that's the most dumbest thing in the history of dumb. That's dumb. It's the dumbest thing in the history of dumb. If you know the game, you know the game. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. Doesn't matter. Let me say it again, because somebody take it out of context and say, oh, you say women know. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman and you know the game, you know the game. Matter of fact, we sit there and the women over there that was watching the game was saying, foul, foul, foul. But the commentators didn't know that, hey, you're down by 2 with 17 seconds left with no shot clock, you need to foul instantly. And I don't even think the Mystics knew it. That's something they coaches did. And I think the Mystics have a male coach, so that's on the coach too. It's not about, they're trying to conflate the narrative to be about gender, race. Y'all see? Y'all see what's happening? It's about gender. It's about race. It's about all these other things. When it's like, yo, if you know basketball, you know basketball. Keep going.
It's better, in my opinion, but that's a whole other conversation.
And she brings up some really solid points.
No, she doesn't. All her points are trash.
Also, follow her account. You'll thank me later.
Like,
I ain't gonna say not to follow her, but I'm just saying like all her points are trash. Now she better now. Sarah Spain, she's hating, but she makes some good.
So many of us are all echoing the same thing. Is like when I imagined the WNBA leading conversation on every single network, it wasn't like this. And, you know, we got a taste of this a couple years ago with Angel versus Caitlin in the NCAA tournament. And there were some real bad takes. There were some folks who stepped in it when they tried to talk about it. But it still felt like whenever people asked me, I was like, this is good for the game. Like, yeah, there's some morons, but there's morons talking about every sport. This kind of ability to create a debate, which we know drives so many of the main shows, was really key. People needed to know enough about both these players and the situation to have a take, right? And that's usually the issue with women's sports is the connective tissue between the tentpole events, the big tournaments, or like a major news event isn't there. And if you don't know enough about the players and the teams in the league, you can't really have a debate on it, so you skip it, right? And what we're seeing now is there's enough knowledge about where Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark played and then the teams that they're joining that we're able to have conversations. They're just pretty bad ones. Like, and in some ways it is kind of everybody. And it's that nobody can get their tempers cooled enough and really decide to talk about it with enough nuance to get it.
Is that word again? Nuance.
Sarah Spain, a legend in the industry, would weigh in as well, saying, essentially, it started off fine, but has shown itself with the new coverage.
Bob, thank you for saying that and acknowledging that because you're a legend in this sport.
I would say this Carrie Champion sounds like an angry black woman. We know she got some issues. She's upset. She even came out and said that Skip and Stephen A didn't treat her like she was a part of the team. We already know she's kind of upset. You know what I'm saying? Because she felt like Skip and Stephen A didn't treat her like she was part of the team, like she was just as important as they are. And the truth is, she really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first take is still number one, and Skip got Shannon, and that was taken off too until Skip was saying some dumb stuff, right? So the host of the show, I don't know, for years we just not started to like Molly kinda. You know what I'm saying? For years we been saying not Molly. You know what I'm saying? Carrie, we actually liked you better than we like Molly. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, Molly started growing. She grew on us. You know, she's growing on us. You know what I'm saying? But yo, how many hosts has Undisputed doesn't even have a female host. You know what I'm saying? They have to bring in Rachel Nichols to give a female perspective on sports. Right? Oh, and by the last person saying we should not bring in Rachel Nichols because Rachel Nichols never ever played basketball before in her life. You know what I'm saying? She's only covered it for majority of her life. She's only one of the best female journalists, you know, probably of our time. But according to the last person, she shouldn't be covering basketball. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It don't matter if it's the WNBA or the NBA. If you know the game, you know the game. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, black or white. Stop trying to bring these. It's ridiculous. These narratives into it. Trust me, I'll let you know when it's racist. When it's racist, I'll definitely say it's racist. This ain't it. Go.
And you are also gracious enough to say, look, I'm not an expert in the WNBA, but what I do know from the history and what I do know, this is why she is being treated this way and why no one
because I've seen it in every sport.
I mean,
a newcomer is tested and to some extent resented.
It's a fair point, and Costas would know a thing or two. He is, after all, a living legend in sports broadcasting, having worked for NBC Sports for nearly 40 years, from 1980 to the year 2019. Mostly known for his work with the Olympics, the National Football League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. So asking his take on the matter in the WNBA caught some people by surprise.
I'm sorry, I'm livid. My blood is boiling. I've been so angry about this topic all day.
I told you. See, y'all thought I was being funny. Y'all thought I was being sexist. But I said that y'all thought I was being racist. But I said that, hey, Carrie Champion is black. Is angry black woman. Y'all thought I was being, and she just admitted it. Yeah, this is true. I am angry black woman. Go ahead.
Because it's so simple to make women versus women a conversation, but it's just so simple. There should be more layers to this sport. If you're really going to welcome yourself to the WNBA and cover it and talk about it, can we be more than just jealous? Can there be some real true competition? Can they just be athletes?
I know Carrie, again, preaching here.
No, she's not. Because guess what? We just this week, just yesterday, right? What was the news? What's the news topic? Just yesterday, what's the news topic? LeBron James talks about Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving said, listen, it's just like LeBron James to make this about us. We do this all the time. This is sports. Why did New England get rid of Garoppolo? Because Tom Brady was like, yo. Why did Bill Belichick get rid of Tom Brady? It makes no sense. What are we talking about here? The narrative, you're saying it should be more of a narrative. And we're like, yo, it is. But we do this with everybody. In one vein, you just said, hey, we got to know the stories, certain stories, so that people can have these debates and these takes on different ones. And now you're saying, oh, you don't need to know the nuances. You don't know the nuances and the stories that's going on. And come on, it makes no sense. We do this with the men. We do this on we're treating you guys as equals. And you're sitting here saying, don't do that. We do this all the time. Listen, the main narrative of the NBA championship is what? It's three of them. It's three. Kyrie's redemption, right? From what he did with the Jewish thing, that was a narrative. Kyrie's, a lot of people said that Boston came out because Kyrie left Boston and because the Young Guns was like, nah, we really ain't trying to hear what this dude trying to say. The relationship between them. Porzingis, the relationship between Porzingis and Luka. Why it didn't work out? We do this all the time. This is sports. I don't understand. Like, oh my God. See, this is why I try to tell y'all can't be listening to people who are just spewing idiotic stuff. Oh, y'all just think it's talking about women are jealous. That's all y'all want to talk about. We talk about the men being jealous. The men be jealous from pocket watching. We don't talk about men. Wives been sleeping around. Shoot, one of the big narratives, LeBron James and Savannah. Savannah won't even look at what's the name? That's news. When Zach LaVine came out, Savannah didn't even look at him. When we talk about the Lakers and the coaching staff, what was it? LeBron's relationship with J.J. Redick is why J.J. Redick is one of the front runners from, I think Lord Bob Hurley's coming through, but J.J. Redick is one of the front runners of the Lakers job. Because of their relationship and their friendship, and they're doing a podcast together. This is the stuff we're talking about. Draymond calling Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant leaving Russell Westbrook. We've been doing this for years. What are you guys talking about? Kevin Durant didn't even go to state. Jordan Poole leaving, getting punched in the face. That was, come on, guys. See, this is why people are gravitating more towards the night show with King Joe. Thanks to everyone watching that at almost 5 o'clock on the East Coast. And thanks for everyone watching all over the world that's live with us here. Thanks to all the Kingdom citizens with your boy King Joe. I'm King David Jordan. Welcome to the night show with King Joe. King is my real name. That's my government name. My government name is King David Jordan. My mother named me that. My mother named me. I'll tell you the story about it another time. She named me that for a reason. That's my real name. So I ain't out here just putting on, oh, I'm a king. No, that's what my mother named. And trust me, it's been more of an albatross of me trying to be a great man and try to live up to it then because a lot of people are like, oh, McKee. You know, I'm like, man, it's tough. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You don't know how many times that people use that against you. Your mother named you king. Thank you to all the Kingdom citizens, man. Thank you to you guys for making this pop, for being up with me at 5 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. That's crazy. I appreciate you. Sincerely. All this has happened. All this conversation has happened over Caitlin Clark, a 22-year-old shooting guard, a point guard, that's one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. And it's funny that the narrative has shifted from saying, hey, she's one of the greatest college basketball players of all time, to, oh, y'all said she's going to be one of the greatest players. We just like, yo, normal progression is she's going to be great in the WNBA. Yeah. And we're rooting for her to be that. We're rooting for her to be that. And that's good for the league. And you sit up and say, this is not jealousy. It's not, man, come on. Yeah, don't play with our emotions. We know better. We saw Michael Jordan leave off Isaiah Thomas off the Dream Team, and Christian Laettner made the Dream Team instead of Isaiah Thomas. Because of what? The relationship. Because of how Detroit walked up the court and the Jordan rules and all those things happened. These are narratives over the years. We talked about Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant having fighting and breaking up where they could have won 6 or 7 titles and broke up. We talk about, these are the narratives that we talked about over the years. We talked about Allen Iverson practice. With, you know, him and Larry Brown having that issue. We talked about this over the years. One of the major dynamics in the NBA. What's been one of the major dynamics? One of the major dynamics in the playoffs is how Cat Williams and Anthony Edwards get along together. How nobody could get along with Jimmy Butler. We talked about it over the years. But for some reason, if we start saying, okay, cool, well, it's a narrative that people might not like Caitlin Clark, all of a sudden, oh, this is all y'all know what to talk about. Go ahead, play that.
From awful announcing, it is certainly noticeable to see Bob Costas explicitly discuss what he believes to be a racial dimension in the differing media treatment of the Carter foul on Clark and the Alyssa Thomas foul on Angel Reese, and to see his comments there endorsed by not just Carrie Champion, but also CNN host Abby Phillip. And while the Thomas Reese did receive wide coverage from the Times and Fox News, the Clark one has insurmountably blown up in comparison. Andrew Buchholz, a respected name at the website, but at Costas also correctly notes that that's not exclusively about race. As he says, Clark is indeed a bigger star than Thomas in terms of drawing power. You see the statistics on your screen as well that Buchholz refers to. And as mentioned, there are many more dimensions to consider with the Clark incident. And some of what's blown it up so much has been various media meltdowns over it. Good point. Lastly, from Buchholz, Costas and Carrie Champion are both correct that there have been similar flagrant fouls in the W, both last week and throughout history, that have drawn much less wide comments from this, I know I said media ecosystem, but just new coverage overall. And they have a point that race does seem to play a part in why the Clark-Carter incident is being discussed so extensively, including by people who don't usually cover the sport. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYD Sports.
I'll give it a shout out. At the end of the day, man, this is crazy, right? At the end of the day, this is crazy. And this is the stuff I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all have to watch out for. Because people are making up their own narratives to prove they get their agenda. They get their agenda passed. To get their agenda passed. And one of the worst agendas is, and because why? People watch. And they tune in. They tune in. Shout out to Boston winning the first game. One of the funny things that happened in Boston was when the reporter asked, were they happy? And Jason Tatum was like, happy about what? We haven't won anything. We haven't finished the job. He got it to and then Kobe. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. He went to his Kobe. But we have so many people that are, and that we all are looking, and so many people that are trying to create narratives, and it's trying to benefit off of it, and so many sound ridiculous. And one of the most ridiculous things, and that's why that's why the name of the show is "Let the Haters Because guys, even in your life, you could be one of the best to ever do. You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people, family, and normally it comes from the people that's closer to you. To be honest with you, everybody's like, I don't believe her teammates. I was like, man, no, When hate comes towards me, it's like I don't believe it was Caitlin's teammates. I don't believe Caitlin's teammates feel like that. I was like, no, it's definitely the teammates that feel. Definitely. Listen, because the most hate that I get comes towards me, even when we doing this show, even when we stepping out on faith and doing this show and doing, most of the hate comes from people I know. People closest to. That's where the hate comes from. The hate comes from people I know. Now, since we start growing in number and growing the podcast has started growing, I gotta appreciate everybody for taking time to be a part of the podcast. Listen, you guys have been sticking with me, man. We've been on for an hour and a half, and it's like 5 o'clock on the East Coast and 3 o'clock everywhere else. All across the globe, man. The numbers are crazy. I appreciate you guys on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. On Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. On Twitter, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you share. Everybody share and put that follow and like button. I thank you guys. I thank all the Kingdom citizens for being a part. And we're gonna and once we reach a certain number on YouTube, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's right. We only started this show. This is what, the 5th episode? It's the fifth episode. And we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could do me a favor and go to youtube.com/The King Joe Show. youtube.com/The King Joe Show, and hit that subscribe button so we can get on our way to getting our numbers up to 1,000 subscribers. And I told you last show, the more you guys subscribe, the more support we can get, the more we can be on, and more we can do this. We can do this. You know what I'm saying? We're stepping on faith to do something great. And faith is believing if you believe in God and a deity, a higher power, or I believe in God, Jesus Christ is my Savior. If you believe in that, and you believe in God and the power and the things that He's given to you, and you believe in the higher power of the universe or whatever you believe in, and the power that He's giving you, you have faith in. If you put the work in with the faith in, you can make some amazing things. Amazing things. So we stepped out on faith and said, hey, man, we're going to start the show. We're going to start the night show, the night show with King Joe. I know you got other options. I know you got Nightcap with Shannon and Ocho and other shows that you guys can watch. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you guys taking time to come and jump on this podcast, jump on this late night show, and taking time to do it. I'm stepping out on faith, and I'm doing it. But guess what? Anytime you step out and you do something, you step out and you try to be great at something, you're going to have the track. You're going to have people that wants to try to steal your shine. You're going to have people that's going to try to make you and stop you from reaching your destiny. And I want to encourage you tonight to go for your goal. And then when you even start getting, making your moves and building up and building your stature and more people growing and finding out about you, you're going to have people come out of nowhere and start hating you for no reason. And start spreading stuff and wanting to see you fail. And I'm telling you guys, listen. And that's why I learned a lot from Caitlin Clark here. Because I'm telling you guys that even in greatness, even when you're doing something, and you can be not talking about nobody, not putting nobody down. You're not even like coming at me. And I'm coming for people. I'm like, yo, like this is how I feel. This is my opinion. These are my thoughts and my opinions. You know what I'm saying? And this is my passion and my love. And even if Caitlin Clark did none of that, she's just playing basketball. And she still got people hating on her, pushing her down, doubting her greatness. You know, and these are strangers. And you ask them, why you hate on why are you hating on Caitlyn? Right? You ask these people, why you hating on Caitlyn so much? Why you don't like her? I just don't like the attention that she's God almighty. What has she done? It ain't really her. I just she a baller, she can play. That's what they tell me. They be like, King, she's a baller, she can play. I just don't like all the attention that she. And I'm like, well, that's why you ain't on her. That's what it is. Yes. I was like, okay, cool. But then some people are smart enough to know that people like me would get outraged with stupidity. And if you put something just totally absurd, and they're going to get eyeballs on it. People like ESPN, they've been doing this for years. And I don't know if y'all seen, ESPN put out that Caitlyn Clark is the WNBA's 6th best rookie. 6th best rookie. Not number 1, not number 2, not number 3, number 4, not number 4, number 5. But the NBA's 6th best rookie. And I'm so glad Caitlyn went for 30 and assists tonight. I'm so glad. I'm so glad she went for 38 assists tonight with 4 steals. She still had a lot of turnovers. She still had 8 turnovers. But we've been showing over the week, and this is a young guy on YouTube. He's broken it down and shown how half of these turnovers aren't Caitlyn Clark's fault. Now some of them are. Like she had one tonight that was a real bad one. But majority of them tonight, even once she hit Aaliyah Boston in her hand, Aaliyah fumbled it. I'm sorry, guys. I am trying hard with Aaliyah Boston, but I don't see any dog in Aaliyah Boston. I think she's talented. I think she can play. I think she's not in the correct system. And she's struggling not being in the correct system. She's definitely struggling with it. So, but then too, I don't see any dog in it either. I don't see any dog. And I'm also glad Caitlyn Clark, tied the record for the most 3-pointers by a rookie with 7. Just prove a little point. ESPN was saying that she wasn't the top. And this how ESPN be on some stuff, right? If you go to ESPN right now, it's all Caitlyn Clark. Look, go to ESPN right now. Go put it up. Let's see if we can put it ESPN. Put that ESPN right now. It's all Caitlyn Clark. Look. That's how you know. That's how you know they saying stuff just they just saying stuff to get the eyeballs on. They and they do it. They do a great job of putting up stupid stuff where we legitimately be like, yo, what? ESPN said that Caitlyn Clark is the 6th best rookie. Not number 1, not number 2, number 3. She is the 6th best rookie. And you have to ask yourself, has ESPN lost their cotton picking mind? Like we know, I mean, like we legitimately know that this ESPN thing is really about we legitimately know this ESPN thing is really about is really about getting viewership and getting people to watch and stuff like that. We know. But we still have to ask the question: has ESPN lost their dog? And then I'm gonna read because this is about the New York Post. The New York Post put this article out here, and then we're gonna get out here. I gotta talk about Angel Reese and then we're gonna roll out. Okay. According to the New York Post, Caitlyn Clark, the number 1 pick of the WNBA, is stunningly number 6 in ESPN ranking of rookies based upon a variety of advanced statistics. If that's not nuanced, that's the big word of the week, nuance. If that's not nuanced, I don't know what's nuanced. You know what I'm saying? Advanced statistics. The former Iowa star falls behind in order Cameron Brinks, who's averaging like 8 points a game. Like, seriously. Okay. Angel Reese, who's averaging like 10 points a game. She might be up a little bit more. She did 16, so Angel might have, what's Angel? Angel Reese might be at 11 points a game. 11 points a game. 11 points a game, right? So wait a minute. Let's see how much these guys average. Let's go. Angel Reese. Hold on. Let's go back. So you got Caitlin Clark, who's not averaging. Caitlin was up to 17 at one point. She might be up there now because she had that one game she had real bad when she dropped real down. She dropped down a whole lot. So let's see. Let's look at these averages real quick. You know, so I think Angel's averaging like 11 and 9. Cameron Brinks is averaging like 8. Maybe she may be 9. She scored 10 tonight. She had her first double tonight. Shout out to Cameron Brinks. And the LA Sparks win tonight. But yo, that's crazy. Oh, we gotta talk about that AJ Reese situation. We gotta talk about that because you gotta talk about. All right, yeah. Caitlin Clark is averaging 15, 5, 6, and 1. She's averaging 15 points, almost 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and the steal. She's the only player to score 30 points in the WNBA. Rookie to score 30 points in the WNBA twice this year, and the only WNBA player to score 35, 5, and 5. So, that's something that I was Agent Wilson did that. Interesting. Okay, so Agent Wilson is a beast. Oh my god. So let's see what Cameron Brinks is averaging. So because these are the people they got in front of Caitlin Clark. Cameron Brink. Let's see what she's at. We got Caitlin at 15. Let's see Cameron Brink. Let's see stats. Then we're gonna go Angel Reese. Let's see. Cameron Brinks, Los Angeles Sport. She's averaging 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Eight points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Caitlin Clark is averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Wow. Maybe she got more blocks. Maybe they left out the block. And some kind of way, you have, let's see if she got a block a game. Let's see, blocks, 2.6 blocks a game. So she is getting 2.6. So that's almost 3 blocks. Let's see what Caitlin Clark's getting the blocks a game. Let's go blocks. And Caitlin Clark has how many blocks? 1 block per game. Okay. So you look at Caitlin Clark, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and a block. Cameron Briggs has 8 points, 5. Oh, she got more rebounds. Oh, all right. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. I'm trying to figure out how they're doing this. Like, what statistics? What statistics? What married are they doing this? Right? They're doing. Somebody say usage rate, and you know this is kind of like that. What that QVR that Skip Bayless used to always be talking about? Oh, the QVR. You know what I'm saying? The QVR. I go by the QVR. I don't go by all this other stuff. Right? Y'all know the QVR. Skip Bayless always talk about the QVR. Get the QVR. Go by the QVR. Now let's see what Angel Reese is averaging. Angel, I'm just as important. Reese. Me too. Angel, me too. Reese. Let's see what she. Angel Reese. Statistics. Let's see what Angel has. Angel Reese is averaging 11 points. All right. Angel's averaging. Let's go back live. Angel is averaging. Let's go here. Angel Reese is averaging 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Who say 2? And 1 steal. And she's shooting 33%. Cameron Brinks is above. She's averaging 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And Caitlin Clark is averaging 15 points, almost 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. And ESPN has said that all these ladies are better than Caitlin Clark. They have Caitlin Clark at number 6. Not 1, not 2, but they have Caitlin at number 6. I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulty with our internet, so y'all. I rock with. At number 6. That's how wild this is. That's how crazy it is. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Let's see, who else they got in front of Caitlin? They got our teammate. They got Kate Martin, who Kate Martin ain't even playing. Rickea Jackson is averaging. Jackson's averaging like less. I think she's averaging 10 points a game. And Julie Vario, international signing. Are they serious? Kate Martin plays for the Las Vegas. Kate Martin plays for Las Vegas. She's not even playing. This is how you know people. This is how you know, man. This folks is talking. They're just doing this that they want your eyeballs. And you gotta let the haters hate. Let the haters hate, man. Let the haters. That makes no sense to me. Let the haters hate. Let the haters hate. I don't even think Kate Martin is averaging. Wait, find out what Kate Martin is not even playing. Are you guys serious? ESPN ought to be ashamed of themselves. This ESPN, that's clickbait. Yeah, there's nothing more than clickbait. They ought to be ashamed. Y'all lost a lot of credibility with me with that. Kate Martin is averaging 4 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And she's only played in 1 game. No, that's not true. That's not true. She's playing. No, that's not true. I'm sorry. She's played in. Her first game was. She's playing. Her last game she played. That's not true. She's played in 7 games. No, 6 games in her career. She's only played 19 minutes. She's averaged 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no steals, no blocks, shooting 27%, 30% from 3-point. What are they talking about? This is stupid. This is stupid. This is what I'm saying when I tell y'all, you have haters, and you have haters. You're gonna have haters. This is stupid. This is stupid. And ESPN ought to be ashamed of themselves. ESPN, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Kate Clark is not. She's not even playing. Got Kate Martin ahead of her. On our teammate. And she's shooting 27%. ESPN ought to be ashamed of themselves. ESPN, y'all, that's the worst. ESPN, this is one of the worst clipbaits y'all had in a long time. Y'all have a lot of them. But this right here is ridiculous. ESPN, y'all need to hire me to get the fire people that put stuff like this on that put stuff like this on the air on your site. You lose a lot of credibility when you put stuff like this up. You lose a whole lot of credibility. Julie, whole lot. I don't understand it. Like I just don't get how you guys do this type of things. How y'all act like this and do this. That's just ridiculous. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened when you have people that lie, people that have an agenda, people that are trying to force an agenda on you, or they're trying to do what's best for you. And listen, as a citizen of the kingdom, right? As kingdom citizen, guess what? I promise that when I'm biased, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna look at the stats, baby. We're gonna look at everything. I'm gonna give you the opinion on it. That's his opinion, his opinion. But you can put confidence in. You can put confidence. You can put a lot of confidence. I just don't understand. ESPN said that Caitlin Clark is number 6 to people that are not playing. Rickea Jackson is phenomenal. I love Rickea Jackson. I think Rickea Jackson is a star. But I don't think Rickea Jackson is not getting a lot of playing time either. I think she's a star. I like Cameron Britt. I like Angel Reese. Angel Reese has been playing well. I ain't gonna say all. Angel Reese has been playing well. So I mean, you can't take anything from that. Angel Reese is very popular. 3 million followers. You know what I'm saying? My question is why, but I mean that's I be one. I don't know. Go hate. Go hate. Yeah. They had Caitlin Clark at number 6, and I'm glad Caitlin went out and went 7 threes. And they're trying to make up for it and put on the first splash on the page. Because let's be honest, Caitlin Clark playing really is kind of more exciting than the NBA final. Right now it is. Like maybe we get to like a game 5, game 6, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is. But like, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Rickea Jackson's averaging 9 points, 2.8 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 0.4 steals. She's shooting 40%. I think Rickea Jackson should be above real talk. If y'all want to talk about races, or y'all want to talk about being, I think Rickea Jackson should be above Cameron Brink. Y'all really want to bring that into the table? Rickea Jackson is phenomenal. She doesn't get enough play. I don't think she get enough playing time. They don't give her enough run. How many minutes per game? Yeah, Rickea Jackson's not getting enough run, man. They only give her 23 minutes a game. Rickea Jackson should at least be getting 30 minutes. Maybe even 35. She's averaging in 23 minutes a game. She's averaging 9 points, 2.4 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 0.6 steals. She does have 2 turnovers. Shooting 53%, 38% from 3, 45% from the field. Rickea Jackson need more time on the floor. I like Rickea Jackson. I think Rickea Jackson's phenomenal. I think she's phenomenal. I think she needs more time. They need to play her more. But they don't. That's cool. They probably have a vet in front of them. So I mean, but she definitely needs to play more. She needs to play more. But listen, guys, when you go against greatness is you're gonna find some different things. And then too, whatever energy you put out there, also, there's gonna be some things happening with the energy that you put out there. There's gonna also be something that's gonna come back around too. Now, y'all remember when Angel Reese? Let's go to the Angel Reese thing. Let's get to Angel Reese. Now, y'all remember when Angel Reese was talking about doing all this talk about what she had going on as far as man, we're really we're breaking up real bad, but that's okay. We're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna finish it up. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Dog, the numbers are getting crazy, and we got all this crazy stuff. We're gonna rock it out. All right, but y'all remember when Angel Reese came last week, and Angel Reese was talking about the things that was happening to her, as far as all the negativity that she was going through, and you know it's about Me Too. She gave the Me Too speech, and she was sitting there with Kennedy, and who's been balling though. Y'all say what y'all want to about Kennedy. I don't like her like that either, but hey, I can't take away that she's been balling. She been doing her thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we can't say that she ain't been balling because she's been balling. Kennedy's been balling. She's been balling. You know, she's been balling. So we can say a lot of stuff, but we can't say she hadn't been balling. Because she's definitely been balling. Definitely balling. 25 points last game. But Angel Reese gets up and says, hey, it's about me. If y'all want to call me a villain, call me a villain. It's all good. It's still about me. You know what I'm saying? It's still all about me. It's not about you guys. It's about me. If you want to call me a villain, call me a villain. That's fine. Call me a villain. Right? And when she gets up and when she has this speech here, play that clip. Do we have the clip? Did we play that clip? All right, so this is loading. All right, so here's what Angel Reese had to say about being the villain and playing the villain and what's going on. So she comes and says, hey, I'm a villain. Now, people ask me, I'm very critical of Angel Reese, and I'm very critical for this sentiment. Because back in the day, when the whole situation, y'all know what made, because people be saying lying. They lie. They say that Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese made Caitlin Clark. And that's, first of all, that's fabricated. Steph Curry, Durant, all these people were talking about Caitlin Clark even before she played Angel Reese. And said that she was one of the best players they've ever seen. That's before she played Angel Reese. Before she played. She came in as a rookie averaging 27. I mean, a freshman. That's before she played Angel Reese. Now, what happened is she became polarizing when Angel Reese did the "You Can't See Me" after Caitlin Clark had put out South Carolina. When Caitlin Clark put out South Carolina, really, people talk about Angel Reese, no. When Caitlin Clark beat Dawn Staley, that's when she kind of cemented herself as being that girl. Because everybody had Dawn Staley then winning that championship that year, not LSU. Everybody was ready for the LSU South Carolina to pop off. That's what everybody was waiting on. Everybody was waiting on the LSU South Carolina to pop off. And then Caitlin Clark came and beat South Carolina and Dawn Staley. I think Aaliyah Boston was on that team. I mean, well, Aaliyah Boston is kind of salty about Caitlin Clark. I ain't never thought about it. I gotta go back and watch. I gotta go back and look at the video. Aaliyah Boston. Wait a minute, she was a rookie last year. Yeah. That might be why Aaliyah's a little salty. Oh, man. That's just now that is a conspiracy theory. But I'm just saying, like, that could be like losing that championship, like getting that last year. She's supposed, hey, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. Let me do some research on that. I'll get back to you. I'm gonna get some research. Like, my next video, I'll let you know for sure. That's why. I'll let you know for sure. Look it up. They Caitlin Clark put out Aaliyah Boston. I think. Let's see. And South Carolina. Yeah, that's what happened. Yep. In April 1st, 2023, Caitlin Clark put out Aaliyah Boston in South Carolina. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. We about to figure out what the problem is. That's why. But we gotta remember that I thought that's what happened. Yeah, I was pretty sure. But as men, we don't know basketball like that. We just started watching, this year. We just started watching this year. And then what they say, we just started watching. Y'all need to speak on basketball. Y'all ain't been watching it. Man, we've been fans. We know the game. Aaliyah Boston got put out by Caitlin Clark. South Carolina lost. That's supposed to be Aaliyah Boston's. That's supposed to be her coronation. Caitlin Clark came in there ringing them threes. In that case, she went for like 41 or something like that. She came in there and put the thing on her. Yeah, 41. I thought, yeah. Caitlin Clark came out there and put 41 on Aaliyah Boston and put them out of their misery. That's supposed to be Aaliyah Boston's coronation at South Carolina. Aaliyah Boston was going to be the number one pick, what she was. She's going to have the championship. There's going to be the back-to-back champions. Caitlin Clark goes out there and go for 41. 41. That's the guy that put Caitlin Clark on the map. Not the league. Everybody thinks that the Angel Reese put Caitlin Clark on the map. No, that's incorrect. It's when she beat South Carolina and she put up 41 and went crazy. On the year, Aaliyah Boston was supposed to have been coronated, and really it's supposed to have been Aaliyah Boston versus Angel Reese and LSU. And Caitlin Clark went out there and went for 41. And Iowa upset the number one South Carolina. I think South Carolina was undefeated. Maybe it lost 1 or 2 games. They look undefeated. That's like lost 1 or 2 games that year. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why they keep saying Dawn Staley avenged her loss to Caitlin Clark. Because year before last, Caitlin Clark beat South Carolina and then lost to Angel Reese. This year, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark beat Angel Reese and G. Auriemma, who had some stupid stuff to say too, and then lost to South Carolina and Dunn State. And y'all gotta admit that first quarter, it looked like it was about to be a replay of that 41. I think Caitlin ran out of legs. I think she's been out of legs since then. But a lot of people think that Caitlin Clark was made by Angel Reese. That's not true. We knew who Caitlin Clark was before Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark's official to the national media was when she beat South Carolina and Dunn State with the Leah Boston on the team. That's when she became the national darling. That's what she did at UKCB, all that stuff. And everybody was talking about Caitlin Clark, and then LSU won. They talk about the Cinderella team, Iowa, and LSU won. And then what really happened was the UKCB, when Angel Reese actually doing that against Caitlin Clark, put Angel Reese on the international map. Because the vitriol of them beating the darling, that made her the victim. If you don't believe me, this is what Angel Reese said herself.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Oh, that's not true. I just explained to you. That wasn't the game that put women's basketball on the court was Caitlin Clark against Leah Boston. That was South Carolina. And Dunn State. You came on after the game. You can't sing. It was theatrics after the game that propelled you to stardom and 3 million followers. And I tell you all the time, people talk about race. The big race thing was this. And I'm gonna say it one more time. I keep trying to explain to y'all how race plays a part. It does play a part. They're not lying, but race plays a part. But the vitriol I tried to tell people. I had a video clip where I was telling people, hey man, people have been racist against Caitlin Clark. And the brother's like, no, okay, you lying. No, stop saying that. Stop saying that. He literally is gonna go, we got the video. Y'all got the video of that? Play the video of that. When I was telling them, people being racist against Caitlin Clark, I've been saying that for a while. And the guy who was on the show, I was coming home and I had went on the show. I was coming back from Atlanta. And I wanted to do the show real bad, and I had it. And do we have it? I know it's going to take a while because it's a big file. But I was saying, one of my co-hosts, my brother, is really, really my god brother. I was telling him, I said, hey, man, people being racist to Caitlin Clark. Oh, man, don't say that. You ain't say that. That ain't true. They ain't being racist. I'm like, bro, they're legitimately being racist to Caitlin Clark. I said, it's black people. Oh, he got mad. Oh, God. When I said it was black people, I said, black people being racist to Caitlin Clark. And he went off. Oh, how could you say? Oh, yeah, King, I can't believe. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, King. Stop it, King. And I'm like, yo, bro, it's true. I said, black people be racist to Caitlin Clark. How you going to say black people? They ain't that. The reason why they get it. And then we broke it down and we had to talk. Do we have it? We got a clip. Play it. If we got a clip, please play it. Then what we're doing as the people. Because the girl can ball. The girl broke every record in the NCAA point scoring. Every record. Now, Biddy bought up. And what's Antonio? I want you to take note. I want you to take notes on how I'm gonna break Biddy's argument down that he talked to us about, right? I want you to take notes how I break this argument down. You paying attention? Now, Biddy brought up that Caitlin Clark got shut down and that South Carolina had the blueprint for Caitlin Clark in the finals. Now, mind you, in the final game. This is right after the month. Okay. All right. Now, and that same soliloquy that he gave us, that same diatribe that he gave us, he said Caitlin Clark had 18 points in the first half.
First quarter.
First quarter. Right? And then she commits to have 12 points the rest of the game. Correct? Now,
Yeah.
She commits to have 12 points the rest of the game. Not one time. And this is why y'all need KD on the show. Because I had to straighten you guys out. I had to show y'all about basketball. Now, what Benny didn't tell you was, hold on, listen. I gotta tell y'all about basketball. I gotta show y'all about basketball. What Benny failed to tell you guys, the listeners and the viewers, what he failed to tell you guys is that Caitlin Clark was on our, right? Playing against South Carolina that's lost how many games in the last 3 years, Benny?
King.
Wait. Answer my question. I'm gonna let you rebuttal. Answer my question first. How many games has South Carolina lost in the last 3 years?
3.
3 games. Okay. He said Caitlin Clark is overhyped. She ain't that. Right? That's what Benny said. It's ridiculous.
I didn't say she was over. I didn't say she was overhyped. You putting words in my mouth.
Okay.
I never said she was overhyped.
You said there was a playbook out to stop Caitlin Clark. Correct? You said South Carolina showed you the playbook.
No, actually LSU did. Actually, LSU showed you that.
Okay. You said LSU showed them.
No, it been shown for that because they had allowed 3-4 games going into that. So let's be real now.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question, Benny. South Carolina lost 3 games in 3 years. Right? How many games? All right. Let me ask you this. Caitlin Clark, how many points did Caitlin Clark score in the final game?
30.
How many assists she had?
What, 6, 8?
How many rebounds?
She had a minute rebound.
That's a bad game. That's a shutdown. She went 30. We're talking the WNBA. We're talking NCAA, women's NCAA tournament.
That woman came out with 18 points in the first quarter. They was expecting her to go off for about 40, 50 points.
Okay, you're right. They were. But what happened, Benny? This is why I said you gotta know basketball. I know basketball.
No, you know football. You think you know basketball and football.
I know all
no,
sports.
You think you do. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
I know football, basketball, wrestling, baseball, all the above. This is the issue, Benny. How many minutes did Caitlin Clark play against UConn? You know, Antonio?
No, I don't know.
She played all of them. How many minutes did Caitlin Clark play against LSU? You want to know how, Antonio? She played all of them. How many minutes has she played since the Sweet 16? She played all of them. Now, same thing happened to her last year when she played South Carolina and she was fresh. What happened? She went for 41. She was going to go for 50, but guess what? She played every minute of every game, 2 nights, a night and a half before. She played every minute the night and a half before against UConn of a close game, and then came back the next night and played the complete game 2 nights later, a night and a half later, and played against South Carolina. Now, y'all trying to say Caitlin Clark ain't good. Those of us that know basketball knows Benny. Let me ask you a question. How many 5-star recruits does Iowa have on their basketball team?
I ain't saying she wasn't good, but I just said Angela Reese should have went higher than what she went.
I'm about to show you that you know. How many 5-star, Benny? How many 5-star players does South Carolina have on their basketball team?
Now you trying to compare.
Before you answer that, how many scholarships women? How many scholarships does women's college NCAA have?
But what?
How many scholarships does the women's basketball team have to give out a year?
It depends on your team, probably.
I answered for you. It's 15. Right? 15. Now, how many 5-star recruits does South Carolina have, Benny?
Man, ain't nobody going to Iowa. Why you trying to make this? Why you trying to say? Let's forget about that, King. Up in squad show answer right now. Let's stop this. Stop it, King. Don't stay in the first championship. Let's forget this. Come to the end your argument. Don't stay in the first year. When she won her first championship, wasn't no 5-star recruit going to South Carolina either. Stop it. She really built that program. So she really got her one player. She really got her one player. Now forget that. She really got her one player and won her championship. Won her championship. Stop that, King. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Don't come crying to me with that. How many 5-star recruits you got? Stop that, King. Go with something else.
Wait. No. Because last year,
okay.
Who beat, wait a minute. Last year, who beat South Carolina? Caitlin Clark.
Ow.
Right? Okay.
Ow.
How many Caitlin Clark had last year? 41. Right?
Well,
that's the semifinal. That's the Final Four. Right, Antonio? Now, the reason why he want me to stop Antonio is this. Because Benny knows that when it came down to it, that South Carolina this year with Dustin, and this actually is a big up to Don Staley to be this great of a recruiter and a great coach. It's not the disser, it's to say this is what happened though. Don Staley, Antonio, they have 15 scholarships. 15 scholarships. You know how many are 5-star? You know how many are 5-star recruits?
Probably not many.
No, South Carolina have 14 5-star recruits. 14 5-star recruits on their team. You know who wasn't a 5-star recruit on their team, Antonio? You know who was it? The girl Thompson, the girl that's out there hitting all them threes, out there that was hitting all the buckets, was the only one that's not a 5-star recruit on her entire team of South Carolina. Now you sit there and say you have a team of South Carolina that can go 12 deep. 12 deep.
Let me ask you a question. You make them now. I'm going to shut your argument down.
Go with it.
If that's the case, Duke and North Carolina ought to win the NCAA men's championship every year. That's their whole thing. Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, all them ought to win. They ought to win the NCAA men's championship every year. That's all they got on their team, King. Stop it.
You got a team with.
Stop it.
I ain't never know Duke or so. I ain't never know Duke or Kentucky.
What?
14
5-star
players.
Stop it, King. Stop it, King.
15 scholarships, a 5-star.
Stop, King.
Iowa doesn't have any.
Stop it, King. You can't compare.
Iowa didn't have any 5-star players.
Look, King.
And that girl took them to the finals twice.
Look, King.
Beat LSU, beat South Carolina, came back and beat LSU, and just ran out of gas in the finals when she got ready to play South Carolina.
Now you
know the shot was running short.
How you run out of gas in the finals and you're an athlete? That's the championship game, bro. That's the championship game.
That's what I said.
That's the game. That's like telling me I gotta get you motivated to play in the championship game. No, King.
Basketball.
No, you don't know You don't know sport. You don't know sport. I suck it up. Any athlete can sit there and tell you they suck it up.
All right, let's listen. When Kobe shot them air balls in Utah, you know what Kobe said? He said, "Hey, I shot them. They were online, but I didn't have any legs, so I had to change how I work out, how I get in shape to get my legs right."
Wait a minute. Let's stop right there. If you listen to Caitlin tonight, Caitlin said that she had to get her legs back. She had to get her legs back on her. She's just not getting her legs back on her. Caitlin literally said that tonight. Now this is a conversation we had right after the draft. So this had to be like a month ago, right? So this is right after the draft. This is before all this, because people are declare that, oh, y'all just talking about it now. Y'all just talking about it. I tell y'all, that's why they call me the prophet, because I tell you ahead of time what's going to happen. Listen to the rest of this.
Right? Steph Curry. When Steph Curry came to the league, he said, "Hey, my ankles, I had to get stronger. I had to change how to prepare." Now you got money to go out there and prepare with trainers, professional trainers and stuff like that. She can get right. She's in college. She's an NCAA.
She'll make more money in college than she was now. She'll make it 3.1 million. She could have been got ready. Stop that.
But y'all got to stop this hate. Okay, the club, especially by black community. That's wrong.
King, I ain't say now time to look, King. See, that's where you wrong at. I never said a woman was a good player. Stop that. Stop that reverse racism you trying to do. Stop that. I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not. I done heard you say this. We better stop this right now. I get off the show with you. Because I'm not gonna go down the road with you. Stop this, King.
And this is how, and that's my brother. That's my god brother, as a matter of fact. That's a god brother. And this is how a lot of black people feel when you call them and say, hey man, y'all been racist toward Caitlin Clark. This is when they start saying, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. They want you to stop talking because they don't want you to call it out like it really is. They don't want you to call that spade a spade and say, hey, man, y'all know, come on, man, I'm in the country club. I know. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want you to say it loud. They don't want you to say it out loud that it's racism against Caitlin Clark. What it is. What it is. And I explained this before. I said, hey, the thing that happened that caused all this decision, the thing that happened is the worst thing. It put one on the map and made her a darling in the black community and in the black sector. And this one thing, let's see if I can find it. This one thing, it made her a darling in the black community, in the black sector, along with her skill. But this is the polarizing thing. If you go look at the stats, go look at the timing and the time frame and how everything happened, and when things started taking off for her, like legitimately taking off for her. You go check it out. Is when one thing happened and it propelled her to new heights. And y'all know what that one thing was? Hold on, let me show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna show you the one thing that propelled Miss Angel Reese to new heights. And it also, and the reason why black folks started going against Caitlin Clark. A lot of them, not all of them. Not all of them. But the reason black folks, and this is what started a lot of that race stuff that people start talking about. It was this situation here, right? Is this one thing here? Yeah, we got it. We're pulling it up. Go ahead, pull it up. I want to show y'all. This is what started everything. Yeah, y'all got it. Go ahead and run it. Go ahead and run it. This is the one thing.
Knows a ring is coming.
That's what propelled Angel Reese to stardom. Because we knew who Caitlin Clark was last year. We knew who Caitlin Clark was the week before when she put out Leah Boston and Dawn Staley. And she went for 41. And that's what propelled Angel Reese to stardom. And that's when all the racial stuff started coming in on both sides. That's what the lines were drawn. And that's what she's talking about when she said, hey, after that one game, it wasn't the game. It wasn't the game. It wasn't. It was what you did when the game was at hand that started all this. Let's keep it a buck. Anybody that says it different, they just lying. This is what started it all.
Knows a ring is coming.
That's what started. The taunt started it. And what happened when that taunt started, that put Angel Reese on the map. That's when the gravitas came and everybody started being like, hey, I'm an Angel Reese fan. And what happened was, it took a second, because what happened after that game was she started catching flack from the media and the right, the conservatives, different people. And they was calling her and say, hey man, she was, they was doing them cold words, them cold racial words that, you hear all the time, you know what I'm saying? Thugs and lack class and da 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 da. So you hear those racist words. She's a thug and she doesn't have class and all that. She started the cold words. And when black folks start hearing those cold words, man, we mounted on wings like eagles.
We might have always like it. We went to flyer. Hey, wait a minute now. Because the first narrative was, hey, Caitlin Clark did the same thing last week. Y'all didn't go into her last week. The same narrative, guys. Y'all got to pay attention, baby. I be breaking this stuff down so crazy. It's ridiculous. The same narrative they had last year, that same narrative, it's the same narrative they got this year. That's what they're trying to bring here. That's the only thing they can bring. But they're trying to use reverse psychology to say, oh, you guys are talking race. No, we're not. You guys are bringing race into it. Because in large part, a lot of it was built because of this. A lot of it's built because of this. And real talk, if Angel Reese is really honest with us and everybody, it wasn't the game, it was this. It wasn't the game, it was the actions once the game was in hand and out of hand. And we knew there was going to be a winner. And then the vitriol that she got from this started it. When black people started hitting the code words of thug and hood and lack class and all those other things, next thing you heard was hootie hoo. And I'm gonna fly in like wings of eagles. That's what you heard. When that happened, they start going to Angel Reese and this picture started circulating, and they start having classless and hood and thug and all that other stuff. That's what you heard was hootie. Everybody started coming in. Everybody took their sides. Everybody took their sides. That's when race started coming in. That's when it started. That's when a large majority. That's when a large majority of the sector of white people started to see what was going on. Well, they done cut my feed. That's crazy. That's when a large majority of hold on 1 second. 1 second. That's what a large majority of white America stopped liking start liking Angel Reese. And that's when a large majority of black America stopped liking Caitlin Clark. And if you talk to the set, see, I talk to black people every day. You know what I'm saying? I talk to white people a lot too. But if you start really looking at the sectors, you start looking at how things are you start having that conversation with them, majority of them will tell you, listen, Angel Reese is trying to get some Caitlin's trying. Angel Reese is listen, somebody said Angel Reese is trying to get Charles Stevenson. What's up, Charles? Thank you for watching. He says Angel Reese is trying to get some of Caitlin's Clark shine. Angel Reese is envious of Caitlin. And a lot of people feel like that. A lot of people felt like, you know, she copied her, she responded. Angel said she did it because, you know, her SEC sisters. Everybody at SEC, I know they rivals. You know, we don't like each other. I'm a Bama fan. I ain't really like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody dog at Georgia, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm happy if the SEC wins. You know, if Georgia wins the championship, all right, cool. But I ain't really rooting for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody told them to beat them, I ain't really like, oh, let me go stand up for Georgia. No, that's Bama. You know what I'm saying? That's we Bama. Care if Georgia get beat. You know what I'm saying? I went to HBCU, right? And our college, our rival was Albany State, right?
I always think if they got to fight with Fort Valley or they got to fight with, I went to SSU, San State College is the great Shannon Sharp, right? And if Fort Valley beat Albany State and they got to fight, I would give 2 flips. I was like, man, hope somebody hurt they can't play this week. You know what I'm saying? But, Angel Reese was like, hey, man, she stand up for SEC sisters and the sisterhood that they got in the SEC and all that stuff. Okay. All right. It might be, they might play AAU or something, It's all good. I got you. But let's be honest. This is the reason why everybody had issues. This is what started the beef, not only between, and this is what linked Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. All right? This is really what linked them. And this is why a lot of people, especially like Charles said, a lot of people feel like she's still trying to ride Caitlin's coattail. Even with that Me Too speech that she put on. They went the Me Too speech. It seems like she's trying to jump on Caitlin's coattail with the speech here.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
The crazy thing is this. Angel Reese, this is not a new speech for Angel Reese. Angel Reese made this speech after she did the You Can't See Me. She did the I'm So Hood speech at the Angel Reese thing. She did that in that press conference afterwards. This is what Angel Reese said in the press conference afterwards, right? Not the I'm Human. That was after they got beat. After they won the championship. Oh, here it is. Listen, this is what Angel Reese had to say. Now, when she said that, hold on, play it again. I don't think they saw it. All right, play this.
For the girls that look like me, that's gonna speak critique about who I was. The narrative, I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit in the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood, I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. So this was for the girls that look like me. That's gonna speak critique about who I was.
That's where all this has started. This speech has been this is the same speech she gave when she won the national championship game. I'm too hood, I'm too that. Y'all been telling me that, so cool. Y'all carry this narrative and listen to the girls that look like me. She been saying that. She's staying true to it. Ain't no hate on that. She's staying true to who she is. All right? But we got to understand that this really started. This is when all this started. This was the race thing that everybody keep trying to bring into the conversation. It didn't start with Kennedy pushing Caitlin in the back. This thing started way back with Angel Reese a couple of years ago. And it's still going on today. Now, I don't know if you guys heard, Angel Reese had a little situation after she made the declaration that she was going to be the villain, she was ejected the next night. She's ejected the next night by the referees, and then the league had that the ejection rescinded, which is always interesting to me how they rescind an ejection of technicals, 2 technical fouls. Right? Is it like how you rescind the ejection when the ref called 2 technical fouls and said that they was out of pocket? She definitely said something. We don't know what was said, and maybe the lead deemed what she said was not bad enough for her to get kicked out the game or to be, to get the second technical. But she obviously said something, right? And it's cool, right? And they rescinded it, and that's dope that it rescinded. But this is the thing, guys. This is the thing. Check it out. I'm gonna play something. So this week, listen, haters gonna hate, and that's not just for Caitlyn. It's for Angel Reese too. And if you listen to Kennedy Carter and how she talked, and all the mess she was talking online and stuff like that. And I tell people all the time, and I think even Draymond tried to stay in this thing, man. If you're gonna be the enforcer, y'all gonna be the bad guys. Stand by it. Stand by it. Stand by it. Right? If y'all gonna be the bad guys, stand by it. When people try to treat you like that, hey man, even haters are gonna hate. Ladies, welcome to the life of men that we've been going through this for a long time. And a lot of you guys have been going through it for a long time, ladies. That's adulthood. You're gonna get haters all the time. You gotta work through it. I don't know if you guys have seen what has happened recently. Angel Reese went to social media and said that there was a nasty situation going on where they pulled up the team's hotel to pull with finding out our team's hotel to pull with the camera as we get off the bus and put it in my teammate's face and harass her is nasty work. This is really out of control and needs to stop. And when I heard that, I said, "Oh man, they really out here bad on Angel Reese. Like they really out here trying to get at them." You know what I'm saying? When I saw that, I was like, wow. Now, mind you, this is at Angel Reese's house. This is in Washington. This is in the DMV. All right. You know what I'm saying? This is in that area in her area, and they're coming to her city. This is her city. All right. And when she came out, and she talked about how they were being harassed and how Kennedy was being harassed, I was like, oh man, not like that. Not like that. And it was all over. U.S. Weekly even said Angel Reese talks of being harassed after Chicago Sky confronted by a man in the team hotel Washington D.C. members. Team took to social media. The incident went down Wednesday, June 5th, when the Sky arrived at the time Thursday 6th game against Washington Mystics. According to Chicago, the Washington Mystics game. And we talked about it earlier, Charles. That Washington Mystics game was only like 10,000 people, but they said it was a sellout. It was a sellout. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Katie didn't play tonight, and they said it was a sellout. They had 20,000. How was it just a sellout? Okay, that's neither here nor there. I remember the camera approached the team when they exited that bus to the Sky City, who notoriously took the Indiana Fever's Caitlyn to the ground with a blindsided hip check in the game on Saturday, which everybody keeps saying, oh, it's a part of the game. It's all a part of the game. It is. This shit was dirty, though. It was over fast as it started. Sky General Manager Jay Polarization said, I'm very confident our security always making our players feel safe. Today was a great example of how critical they are to our team. The Sun-Times reported that the team security stepped into the diffusion situation. The police were not called. Hotel security ultimately escorted the man away without further incident. Now, I was like, okay, the way they made it look, I was like, man, they got to be a lot. Man, they coming for them. Like, the whole people coming for them. It was one guy. Finding out the team's hotel's pull up to the camera as we get off the bus and my teammate's face and harass her. It's nasty work. Angel Reese said, this really out of control and needs to stop. For Isabella Harrison praised Sky's security team and wrote, my teammate being harassed at our hotel is insane. Couldn't even step off the bus. Man, they stopped to forget off the bus, guys. They couldn't get off the bus. They've been harassed. So bad. Right? Getting harassed at our hotel where the line needs to be drawn for it, Michelle Underwear wrote on X. Some fans have no chill. Forward, Breonna Turner says she was not present for the interaction. But wrote, harassment isn't acceptable. Okay? That's what it was. And I was like, oh my God. We got to protect these ladies at all costs. They were being harassed like this. Man, who was harassing them? Who was doing this? And that's why I always tell my people, man, wait for the video. Wait, don't jump to conclusions. Chill out. Pay attention. And wait for the video. And guess what happened? The video came. And this is the video. Y'all ready? Oh, wait. Y'all got it? We got it? Man, I can't believe y'all still rocking with me. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, here we go. Here's the video.
Relax. Have you gotten a chance to reach out to Caitlin? Trinity, have you gotten a chance? The basketball world wants to know if you've gotten a chance to reach out to her.
Wait a minute, play that again.
Ms. Carter, have you gotten a chance to reach out to Caitlin?
Hey, man. Come on with that.
Relax. Have you gotten a chance to reach out to Caitlin? Trinity, have you gotten a chance? The basketball world wants to know if you've gotten a chance to reach out to her.
Wait a minute, wait. Wait, who said relax? Who said relax? Wait a minute, wait. That was the, wait. That was the harassment? Now, let me say this. Nobody should be harassed, ever. 0%. 0%. Nobody should be harassed. 0. But, wait a minute now. Yeah. Huh? He was asking, that's media. That's, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Did Angel Reese just go to the Met Gala? Wait a minute. Did Angel Reese just go to the Met Gala? I'm pretty sure Angel Reese went to the Met Gala. I'm positive. I'm just thinking. I'm just saying. I think Angel Reese went to the Met Gala, and I think people were calling her name when she was coming out of it. Wait a minute, play the video. I might be mistaken. Wait a minute, so was that wasn't even the Met Gala? I don't think that's the Met Gala. Was that the Met Gala? That was it. That was just her birthday. But I'm not saying I'm not making light of women being harassed. That's trash and terrible. But this is part of the job. You're gonna have paparazzi, you're gonna have people following in different things. And that video there, now Asia did make a response. She did respond to the video. Because we really do it Because a lot of people would say, like, be like, wait a minute, that was it? A lot of people like, that was it? Right? And that's a lot of people. A lot of people that like that was it. And, you know, they would say, thank God for our security and stuff like that. And I can understand, you know, this never happened to them. You know, you gotta scared. You know, I get it. But that was it. That was it. But she didn't respond. She said that the video was chopped up and that the man threw racial slurs and called them out of their names on their way to the room. And if that's the case, I do understand them being upset about the video. And I hope they have video. The whole thing comes on. And we don't want people, listen. We just talked about the racism and everything coming. It's basketball. And that's what we want to get back. These other narratives and what everybody else keep bringing up. It's cool. It's conversationist. But ladies and gentlemen, it's definitely. And speaking of basketball, shout out once again to Caitlin Clark. She went out there and she displayed the S on her chest. Went for 30 points. Man, she went in. Now, Charles Stevens said the official number of people at the Fever was versus the Mystic last night was 20,333. And which is funny because, like I said, they were in DMV. Angel Reese didn't play, you know, Angel Reese said with the Me Too video said, hey, it's about Me Too. They did move it to the Wizards Stadium in court. Angel did put up 10,000, which is great. Great number for WNBA. But Caitlin doubled that with 10,333. The most since 2017. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Caitlin Clark. It just seems like one kind of runs away and kind of shies away from everything and just won't go out and ball. And then one kind of runs, loves the limelight, loves being in front of the camera, loves being on social media. And I tell y'all all the time, I was like, yo, Angel Reese is the most popular player social media wise in the NBA. WNBA. Without a doubt. Now, if that popularity translates to, you know, eventually being one of the best players in the WNBA, that'd be good. But she's definitely popular. She's definitely popular. And we want everyone, Angel, Caitlin, Akita, Brains, we want all of them to be safe. You want them to enjoy the game. But just remember, ladies, one thing, let me say this too. Because I critique you don't mean that I'm hating on you, right? A critique isn't hate. A critique isn't hate. A critique is saying, okay, all right, I noticed something, blah, 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 blah. Especially if it's necessary, especially if it's valid. All right? If it's a valid critique, that's not hate. But hating is, I really don't have a point, and I really don't have anything to dislike you. And ladies, be it your Caitlin Clark fan, be it your Angel Reese fan, or being that you're both, which is it's not impossible to be both, guys. Like I don't know why people feel like they can't be both Angel Reese fans. Now it's not Larry, it's not Magic and Bird. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that. Like it's not Larry and Magic, right? Y'all would have been at Magic and Bird. This is not it. This is not Magic and Bird. Now if it was Caitlin, I keep telling y'all, if it was Caitlin and Juju, then we got Larry and Bird. Just said. we got Magic and Bird. If it's Caitlin and Juju, then we got Magic and Bird. That's Magic and Bird. This is more like Bird and Dennis Rodman. Wow. This is like Bird and Dennis Rodman. This ain't Magic and Bird. This is like Dennis Rodman and Bird or Ben Wallace. That's what it is. I say Rodman because he changed his hair and colors and stuff. But this ain't Magic and Bird. Now Juju would have came out. Then we got Magic and Bird. Then we got something that we really can go at. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we loving that. You know what I'm saying? But this right here is more like Rodman and Bird. Angel Reese is a strong rebounder. You can win a chance. Listen, you can build around that. You got a strong rebounder, somebody who's an enforcer, somebody who, you can build around that. So it's not a hate. This is not a hate Angel situation. I have my issues with Angel, Miss Reese. But my issue with Miss Reese is not, not what you guys think. My issue with Miss Reese is, hey, if you continue to claim being something, you can't get mad at people for scrutinizing something that you embrace. Image is a lot. Listen, guys, I think the numbers keep going up. And I'm supposed to be going a long time ago. It's 2 hours, man. We're going on 3 hours. We better get off this show. I better go. Listen, man, I thank you guys for watching. Listen. I want to end on a positive note here. Caitlin Clark went off, had a great night tonight. Great game. I'm waiting to see those ratings. I'm thinking those ratings are going to be pretty high. I think her ratings for tonight is going to be crazy. And this is the game that she needed. Listen to me. She needed to have a good game tonight. And I thought that if she had some rest, she rested less. Y'all notice anytime she has like a extended rest, a couple of days off? Like the last time she had a couple of days off, she scored 30. 35 and 5. I think rest is imperative. And the cool thing is now, they get that rest. They're not playing every other night, even though I think they play Sunday. They're not playing every other night. So she's going to be able to get that rest, and they're going to be able to get some practices in. And it's behoove upon them to get some practice. I think Aaliyah Boss is going to have to play a lot better. Or maybe they try to move her. Because they lose. Every time Aaliyah Boss gets on the court, they lose. They I'm sorry. But yeah, I think they try to move her, or she need to get some practice in. She played a little bit better tonight, but come on, man. They're talking about Kaylin turning the ball over. Leah Boston is at the rim walking. I'm like, how you moonwalk at the rim, girl? Lay the ball up. Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? And we know she can ball, but come on, Leah, you got a ball. You got to get some dog in you. I did like the fact that she kind of fussed at a girl a little bit tonight. Get some dog in you, Leah. She just don't have that dog like you need. I really like Trinity Carter. If Aaliyah Boston had Trinity Carter's mentality, that dog that Trinity Carter got, if Aaliyah Boston had that dog and she had it under control, and she had it under control, man, Indiana probably only have like 2 or 3 losses right now. Because mentality is a lot. You can have somebody that's physical and enduring, like somebody like Ben Simmons, and then the mental ain't there, and it's really for nothing. But that's what it is. I think she's got to play better. She's got to step up. I like what I'm seeing. The Fever has a lighter schedule. They're not playing as bigger teams. They play like the top teams. Now they go through the schedule where they kind of play it a little bit more mid of the level, lower tier teams. And we'll see what they're able to do. Great game from Miss Caitlin tonight. And we hope we only see great things happening for all the ladies of the WNBA. And I thank you, Kingdom citizens. I thank you guys for coming in with me and spending time with me. YouTube, Facebook, X. I appreciate you guys. Listen, we'll be back soon. Y'all know I like to pop up, so when y'all get a notification, y'all make sure y'all spread the word to KD's online. Make sure y'all share this. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'll holler at you guys soon. If you like to hit the subscribe. We'll holler at you guys soon. Who y'all got? Boston? Is Boston going to take it home? Please don't let Boston win. Come on. Dallas, give me something. And all the reason I don't want Boston to win is because I'm a Laker fan, and they'll get another championship up on my Lakers. Other than that, I don't really give a flip who wins. Other than this, I don't want to get a championship up on my Lakers. And I can't wait till football season starts. I'm ready for that. Woo! Y'all don't know I'm ready. This year's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be one of the most fascinating college football seasons in a long, long time. The SEC is loaded with great games every week. What's going to happen with Deion? You know, is Deion going to make the playoffs this year? I don't know. Will he make a bowl game? We don't know. We'll see what's happening. What's going to happen with Deion? Is Georgia going back this year? As the Kirby signs a humongous deal. Is Alabama, how they're going to transition without the great and not have the new coach? It's going to be a great year. With Michigan, how they going to transition without Harbaugh? It's going to be a great year. I can't wait to that story. Listen, I'm glad you guys. Tomorrow night at 6. Join me tomorrow night at 6. I'm going to have a King Bo show. The guy that you saw me arguing with, Benny may be on there. Bo will be with me tomorrow night at 6, right here on these same social media plats. Y'all make sure y'all join the King Bo show. Man, we're going to talk all sports. We got a lot of stuff talking. The artillery is already in for tomorrow night. We got a lot of stuff we're going to talk tomorrow at 6 p.m. So please set your calendars. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m., the King Bo show on all these same platforms. Tomorrow, when Dallas rebuild. Tomorrow night, we'll be talking about the Lakers. Man, it's going to be crazy. We're going to be getting in with Dallas rebound from a Game 1 blowout. With the Lakers, they have hired 7 coaches since Phil Jackson. It's hardly make sense. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever City, what's the outlook for them? Also talk some baseball tomorrow night. Dodgers versus Yankees. Is this a World Series preview? And it's Aaron Rodgers. Where Rodgers be able to take the Jets. So think that Rodgers been limping a lot. I don't know. Being young as you used to be, Aaron. Where Aaron Rodgers take the Jets. How far would he take the Jets? So join us tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Right here. I'm gonna try to go get some rest. I got about 12 hours, so y'all see me right back here with you again. Y'all be blessed. Love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all my citizens. Listen, if you start off right, you keep it right, it'll always be right. Listen, go for your goals. Let the haters hate. I've got my t-shirt coming up. I got the du jour button-ups, and then I got the Let the Haters Hate t-shirts coming. Let them do their job. You stay consistent. You keep working. You keep being great. And guess what? You'll reach your goal. And guess what, guys? Listen to all my citizens. Success looks amazing on you. It's your boy, King Joe. Y'all have a great night. I gave y'all 3 hours tonight. I gave you my best. Giving you the best that I got. I gave you my best. Make sure y'all hit that like, that subscribe. Hey, please go YouTube, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. Please go to YouTube, subscribe. Please follow on Twitter. Please on Facebook. Make sure you follow. Make sure you like and you share and you love on all the platforms. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all have a blessed morning. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's definitely morning. 6 o'clock on the east side, 6:30. Y'all have a blessed morning. Y'all be good. King Joe. Peace. Stay good down.
Let me see you just dance. 1 time, let me see you move. 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you. Let me see you just dance. 1 time, let me see you move. 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you. Let me see you hit the floor. Without lifting voices, let me hear you roar. Just keep the faith and unlock every door. Cause he has so much in store for you. When I couldn't even see my way, Lord, you made a brighter day. You helped me pass every test. Because of you, I'm so blessed. 1 time, yeah. 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you. Let me see you just dance. 1 time, let me see you move. 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you.
Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat. Hallelujah on it, Barak. Put a praise on the Yada. Everybody just lift your hands like wow. Everybody just do your dance. We about to get it poppin'. Ain't no devil gonna stop it. Fresh to death, we're rocking dead to joy. What it smell like that? Christian Lamar. And we ain't gonna stop, yeah. We gon' make it high, yeah. In the spirit, yeah, we having fun. Speaking in tongues. So won't you move your body one time, yeah. Won't you get it poppin' one time, yeah. In the spirit, do it one time, yeah. Do it one time.
One time, let me see you move. 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you. Let me see you just dance. 1 time, let me see you move. 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you.
He got me two-stepping, praising over stressing, dancing in the rain, shower down with this blessing. The haters keep testing. Why so much aggression? Let me take you to school, show you how to get your lesson. Don't stop professing, praise through depression. Look to the hills, help is coming for oppression. Don't you know you're destined? Faith leads impression. So get up, get your praise on and keep pressing. You under his protection, you are his possession. He got you like eagles when it's
just 1 time, 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you. Let me see you just dance. 1 time, he's worthy. 2 times, once you got it down, try. 3 times, don't worry, cause he got you.
I mean, you know he's worthy of all the praise. Yo, you can get the new sneaker there, yeah. That new sneaker there is there, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all can be able to go get it at DeJour. You can get it at DeJour.com, aliveshoes.DeJour.com. That's the official sneaker of the new King Joe show. Right there. Make sure y'all guys get a chance to get the sneaker. Make sure y'all get the DeJour. Man, the website will be up this week. And we'll have the Haters Are Gonna Hate t-shirt. You'll be able to order those, so make sure you guys get that too. Hey man, y'all be good.